What's going on, you guys, and welcome to another week of The Shattered Throne is what we decided to name this. We're in episode 10, man. Can you believe we're already 10 episodes in? And we are having a great time. I'm really excited. If you guys want to introduce yourself, and then I'll do the recap here in a second.
Hi, I am Mojo, and I play Shonen Gold, a young human barbarian man.
Tied up.
Okay, I'll go next. Hi, I am Tax Stallion, and I am playing Tydox Truebolt. He is a gnome artificer.
And I'm Captain Mert!
That's his voice. I remember that.
That's exactly how
yes.
I remember it.
Never forgot it.
And an art.
I'm Fritos, by the way. I'm playing Raven, the bartender, and I am back. I exist still.
Back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, I need to take off MIA now from your name.
And I'm Zorpheus, and I'm playing Jared now. And I'm not sad because whenever I go to D&D Beyond, it defaults to Randman. It reminds me every session. It reminds me. It just goes to Randman.
I had to delete his token today when I was setting up
what we lost.
Combat, and I just was like, R.I.P.
And
our last player.
What's going on, guys? El Delta Chavito, also playing as Dark Null today. You'll hear my famous "Oi!" And if you're looking for your Manscaped needs, go to manscaped.com and put in unsubscribe to get your 10% discount code valid from now to December 25th.
I don't know if we're actually sponsored by Manscaped, but I appreciate the plug every time. But my name is Matty Ice. I'm our DM for the day, and our last session recap. We went through a lot of traumatic moments as we walk through the trial of courage. Courage being how to overcome some of our deepest, darkest fears. As our players walked through the abyss, somewhat together, as they walked into darkness and figured out that these were just illusions. None of these things that were happening to them were real. And so we got to see a lot of really fun moments and a lot of fun things that happened in that trial. And so then we continued on. They got their first key to open up the statue. They saw the statue expand up into the next trial as they went into the trial of wisdom. And so what they had to do is use their wisdom to see themselves. They're seeing double. And so there was a lot of a house of mirrors, if you will, as they fought themselves. And as you all know, Captain Ert is better at attacking his players than actually attacking the enemies.
I'll do it again.
From the last session, as he almost killed multiple people before they finally took down the imposter Captain Ert. We walked through the rest of that trial as they finished the second trial. And that is the recap. They walked out of the trial. And so you guys have now begun to walk back down the stairs from the heart. As you guys continue to walk down, you guys see again in the back of the statue, there's the spot for wisdom. And what assumingly will take you guys to the third and final trial. What do you guys do? Last time you guys rested up before it. Some of you guys are beaten and bruised. Should be a time that you could potentially rest. However, like we talked about before the session started, is this a safe place to rest? I'll let you guys kind of figure it out. You're in a dungeon. I'll tell you guys kind of the situation. You're in a dungeon. There is this dragon turtle who may or may not begin to swim at any point. You've felt the water kind of rise at certain points. So you may not be alone either. I mean, it's assuming that you're alone, but who knows? So I'll let you guys kind of take the wheel here. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I don't know about everyone else, but my feet are getting rather tired.
Oh, I can agree. I'm running low on my little ammo myself.
The imposter Jared brings up a good point. It might be a good time for a rest.
Imposter? Who's the impostering?
Nobody's real name is Rutherford.
Well, who's named as Captain Urki?
Erkiambat.
Is this the real best place to take a rest, though? Maybe we should decide who goes on watch and kind of time it out. I just don't see us being safe if we all completely just take a rest.
Isn't this the last one? Can't we just get this done? Sitting around this place.
Well, we still need to rest up and recover after that battle. I mean, I know you're
Just
a little beat yourself.
Just a little bit. Just let me rest a little bit.
Shell like puffs out his chest, and he's like, "Yeah, me does throw a pretty good punch. What can I say? Maybe I could use a rest." And so he kind of just plops down. He's like, "I don't really need to rest that much, so I can keep watch if you magic mans need to rest up a little bit. I know you got dainty joints."
I do need to take a look and see if I can repair a bit of the armor, but I'll take you up on that if you're willing.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest.
Or a short rest.
I don't get anything back if no spells come back on a short rest. So
you get health back though.
I'm only 9 points down. So if we're opting for a short rest, Tydox can stand watch.
What do I get between short and long? Is there any difference for me?
Unless you have magic or abilities that you've used already, I don't think you've used any or have any abilities yet. You should be, you don't have any that leave on a long rest. So for you, it doesn't matter either way, other than getting health back.
I did use 2 spells, but I was kind of conserving my spells for that fight because I wasn't expecting a rest between that and the next one.
Well, fancy that.
After attacking my teammates multiple times, I've grown a little tired, so I will need a longer rest, but I'll go along with whatever we do.
So 2 votes long rest, 2 votes short rest. Show, it looks like you are the deciding factor.
Mind, I give bonus heals either way.
Show kind of is like, well, if we're gonna stop anyways, we might as well, make the most of it. So let's go for the longer one, right? Shall we?
Perfect. All right, so again, it's about 8 hours of
Before
time.
we do, I know that some of us can stand watch. So, in order to do
for first watching that, I only need 4.
Okay. You will take first watch. Who's second? Who else only
I can
needs?
go. I only need 2.
Only 2?
2 hours?
2 hit points.
The hit points, it's 4. The hours, it still goes by 4, 6, and 8. And you need you basically need 6 hours within this 8-hour time period. Basically, is what matters of non-strenuous activity.
Is that just for him or is that for everybody?
For everybody.
Everyone.
So Dark Knowledge, you only need 4 hours, so therefore the watch can break up. You could take either the first half or the second half of the watch, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Everybody else.
First watch, guys. I just think I need somebody that could at least either back me up in case something happens or heal me.
Probably need to do it in 2s. Isn't that what we normally do?
Yeah. There's 5 of you, so.
Yeah.
I think Shell kind of is like goes up to Urt and he's like, well, Darknell and the Magic Man, who wasn't the other magic man, I guess, they need to not go together because where did they even come from? Where did they even come from? How did they even get here? So we need to break that up a little bit. So I don't know which one you want to put first and which one you want to put last, but they're not going together.
I'm not going with Captain Urky. He's gonna hit me.
That's
He
fine.
hits everybody. It doesn't hurt that bad. I've been hit by him several times.
It's like a
You're also
greeting.
twice my size.
All right, so Darkno, you'll take first watch,
Oi.
and then I don't know where you came from, but you're gonna be taking second watch, and then who else we have? I'm going to pull up the champagne. No, I don't want Tydox. I want Raven. And then Raven, I think you should also take first
not
watch.
here.
Here since a win.
He hasn't been here.
Forever.
He's not been in
Crazy.
the news.
Yeah. So it's me and you that need like a full.
I think we need 6 hours. I need 6 hours. You need 8.
It's 6. Sorry, I said 8 before. It's 6 within an 8-hour period.
Within
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, Dark
It's
Null and
4
Tydox.
within an 8-hour
You can take the first watch.
And then at some point, either way, Tydox is gonna have to switch with with the other with
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, because I can still take a watch and have a
Chef
long
Jared.
rest,
Yeah,
right?
but my point being
Yeah.
is the show's whole point is to separate these guys. Or you know, I'll speak in character. Oi, if the whole point is to keep me and the chef separated, either way, we're gonna end up together. So doesn't it just make sense for both of us to take the first watch up front?
No,
Or we can take
because
the last
Tydox is gonna go, and then I'm gonna relieve Tydox while you're still up, and then I'm gonna watch you because Tydox might get sleepy. He's a little guy. I don't know his stamina. He took off his armor and put back on his armor, and then took off his armor again, and then put it back on again. I think that was a lot for him.
It's a lot of work.
And in that whole midst of it, I got hit without my armor on. So
He's right now is all I'm trying to say. So he just gotta get the first one, and then I'm gonna relieve him.
Okay.
And then Urt and the Magic Man, they're gonna relieve the both of us. And then I don't know what happens after that. Don't ask me.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
I love the background.
Perfect. Options for you guys. We can just skip past the long rest and we're gonna roll for some things to happen. You guys can role play if there's certain things you guys want to talk to each other while in these sessions. And I'll give you kind of either thing. Do you guys want to role play for a second or just skip past it
I
to
would
the
like
boss
to,
one?
but it's not too much.
Okay, then we'll do it. Yeah, if you want to, then that'll be thing. So the rest of you guys go to bed. Urt, Sho, and Jared. Tydox and Darkno. You guys are left alone in the darkness. Do you guys start to build a fire? How do you guys go to sleep? Are you guys just kind of resting on the hard, kind of wet, stony floor?
I think because Darknull does have like some survival skills, I would believe that he would make a fire.
Okay.
Just that way to help us keep watch and actually have some sort of light in case we do see something.
You have a little bit of tinder wood on your in your pack, and so you pull that out. There's no extra fire, so as soon as that fire goes out, the rest of them need to pull out tinder wood or firewood or anything like that. And so yeah, you and Tydox are sitting around the fire.
Oi, so you take a chance to look at that munition I gave you?
I mean, well, we have been kind of a little busy, but after I finish tinkering with the suit here to make sure that I'm, not going to explode, and if we go into the next room, then I would love to. That was a very fascinating piece of machinery you have.
Yeah, it took me a minute to make it past my many battles and travels, and I was hoping that, seeing that I'm running low, that you might be able to recreate one in a pinch.
Ah, what do you usually use?
Well, it's been a form of black powder, and then, as you can see right there with that munition, it's not too complicated. It's just making sure that you get the internal combustion of it. So that way, once it's locked and loaded, you hit the primer and it goes. So it's a little different from a cannonball, you see. It's more of a projectile.
Okay. Interesting.
The projectile could be pretty much anything. It's just that initial little black powder.
Do you have some of these materials on hand?
I do in my little satchel.
May I take a look?
Absolutely. Darknoll reaches in, grabs like a little spare black powder that he's had with an empty casing that he's picked up from before, and hands it over to Tydox. Here you go, mate.
Now what? Could I roll Arcane? Or
for this roll,
try to make
first roll a history check.
History?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then I'll let you roll, depending
better.
on the history check.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you roll some
So
dice.
I've got 25. 25 on the history check.
Okay, so with the 25, you start to see some of this ammunition. You see some markings on it. It is far beyond anything that you've ever seen, especially within this like lost temple, right? You've already started to see a lot of things that are like far beyond anything technological, and so you're looking at this thing and you don't really understand how to immediately make ammunition. As you continue to look over it, you remember back to sometimes when you were building your suit, how some of the machine and technology that you've had within you building your suit, even Archie, all these things that you've begun to build, you realize that like it is somehow connected to that same source of it's as if you have already made the ammunition, but you don't understand how yet, if that makes sense.
So like he feels like he's probably done this, like some tinkering has produced this outcome, but in this current situation I'm not able to recall what exactly that was.
Yeah, so like your history, that you've done this, that you have the resource, that you have the abilities. You just don't have the resources with you right now currently to make more ammunition from the spot. But if you were able to maybe go back to a lab, a blacksmith or something like that to pull out some of the things, you are hardwired to remember that you've done something similar to this already. And so the knowledge is there, the resources aren't.
Maybe it's just all that we've been through, but I know that I have had this, and I've done things that replicate what you're describing, but I just don't think I have the materials needed to reproduce that here right now. If we make it out of this alive, I'd be more than happy to.
That is music to my ears, mate. And I tell you what, if you continue to help me make more ammo, I'll keep helping protect you and your friends, not to end up like the ones I've lost.
Sounds like a wonderful bargain.
And throughout their watch, just Darknoll just always continuously plays with his pistol as we continue our watch.
I think you would see, since you are probably keeping watch of things, Tydox is trying to repair the suit and make sure that all things are functional, because I did, like Sho said, on off, smacked by Urt, on off.
Can you roll me a go ahead and roll me just a plain D20 roll, and I'll tell you how
he does is
janky that thing is.
It was 18.
How far can we see with our fire?
Well, Tydox can see about 60 feet away from him. Darknoll, I think you are also within. You can see 120 feet, so you can see a little bit more. You can see pretty much most of the room. The fire itself has kept, it's pretty dark around you guys. You can see pretty much everyone around you. It is increasingly darker and darker and darker as the night goes on, as the hours continue to go. You feel as though the darkness continues to surround you. You can see 120 feet, so you can see a little bit more, but you notice first off that the darkness is getting increasingly darker. No matter how much you're like stoking the fire and you like bring it up, you feel the shadows are now kind of engulfing your whereabouts. With an 18, you notice that the suit is mostly operational. There are a gash, remember, in the chest from when Urt hit you the first time. And then you see that has kind of like oil has sunken out. Unless you fix it at this moment, you're gonna lose some AC in the next fight.
So, like that would have been one of the major things he wanted to repair. That if there was any structural damage going like down through the water.
Yeah. So mostly,
I was thinking.
Mostly, it would be that gash right there. Going through the water didn't actually hurt it. Which you find to be really cool. You know, it's semi-aquatic.
He's like, yeah, I didn't know I did that, but I did good.
I don't know how much metal that you just have in your bag or in the pockets or anything like that to kind of repair it. I will tell you, there's no metal around you to kind of repair this.
Okay.
I'll let you take that. However, if you can explain a way that you would have metal just lying around to repair it. The gash is pretty big. I would assume that you have the tools, but the material is what I'm really, same with the ammunition. It's the thing I think you guys are lacking the most right now.
Captain Urt does have a shield.
Well, I also...
I was going to say, that's another thing. Tydox also has a shield.
Yes. So, yeah. I don't think I would have taken... He's sleeping. So, I don't think I would have taken his shield. I probably would have used the shield and the smith's tools to kind of, make repairs to that.
Yeah. Do you burn pieces off the shield, or do you attach the shield to where that spot is that's leaking and open?
I kind of think he would just attach the shield to the chest piece.
Perfect. You get 1 AC on top of that. So 1 more point. I think you're at 18. I can add it.
I'm currently at 18, yeah. I can do like a temporary.
I got you.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. So you now have a 19 as your AC.
Yes.
Is that all you guys do in your watch?
I mean, unless otherwise specified or requested, I think Tydox is going to be very focused on fixing the suit. So
I think it's going to take you a while to fix it. It's going to be about 2 hours to you. It's unclear because of where you guys are at how much time has passed. Roughly a few hours go by. Again, you see the shadows have kind of like darkened your fire, which is weird. And then the other thing that as you're sitting pretty much in silence, you definitely hear the sound of a clock. And it is like a ticking just over and over and over, and so the next person to wake up, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, was Sho.
I think it would kind of be like Sho wakes up rather than Tydox relieving him, because I'm imagining Tydox is like super engrossed in his work, and so Sho like gets up and he's kind of like shakes Tydox and he's like, "Come on, buddy, you gotta go to bed. It's gonna be here when you wake up in the morning." And I think he like kind of grabs his head and he directs him into the tent, like, "Get in there."
As they're doing this turnover, I want to use my dancing lights. That way I can illuminate the area. Just that way Show can get a good essay, and then Tydox can get good view to his stand.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip, yeah. Dancing lights.
Perfect. Let me read exactly what it says. So yeah, you create 4 torch-sized lights within range. So they go about 120 feet up to your vision. Which directions do you put them in?
I want to put him in all 4 directions of us, but our camp be in the center, so it still illuminates the outside and still illuminates the inside.
Okay. You notice that as they go out into the darkness, it's like a dim light. They go out, and what you would have imagined like sets the light ablazes into the darkness. You see that the darkness still kind of engulfs this flame as it goes in. It separates for a bit and then engulfs it. There is still you can see the points of light in those directions, as if you're looking at like a light in the distance. It doesn't illuminate that area, if that makes sense. So there's not like it's not like your bonfire that's illuminating your area around you. It's like seeing a light in
like something ate it.
Yeah, it looks like but you can still kind of pick out that there's a light there, but you can't see what's around that light.
And that was in every direction, or that was just in one?
In every direction.
So, as I observe this happen, what I would like to do is grab like one of my arrows, dip the point into the fire, and just like shoot it, just so I can continue to observe that. And
so as you shoot the arrows into the distance, you see that the shadow again like pulps out and then collapses back together. Shadows normally don't do that, I'll tell you that.
Roll a history check. See if shadows do that.
I feel like Show is like watching Dark Nell do this, and he's just like eating like salted pork or something like that, and he's just like, brother, like it's magic. I don't think you're gonna see anything different out there. It's doing some weird shit. Like,
you're telling me that you see light get ate up like that in any direction, like my other torches that should be up for a minute, so your boy can go see his little bed. That doesn't concern you at all. Well, of course, I'm freaking eating.
Oh, of course it concerns me, but if you haven't noticed that all this is being is weird shit, so might not look too much into it. Let's just try to make it through the night. Every time we've had weird
shit, something's bad always happened to us.
Right,
and we're on watch, so we gotta be extremely vigilant.
I know, but wouldn't it better to be having that arrow in your quiver right now than now out there in the ether? So,
I have plenty of arrows, but it's more important to gather information as well.
Do keep track of how many arrows you have.
You never gave me a number, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I had like 25, and I got like 23 left.
Yep, that's exactly right.
You never gave me a number.
Yeah, 20 to 30 is the numbers. 25.
I meant 30, and I have 27 left.
You already said 25. You said 25. You got 23 left. Actually, you shot 2 earlier, so 21.
I was taken away from those already. Hold on,
you got 21
now. Hold on. No. What kind of eBay bullshit is this? Hold on.
So, the fun part about being the DM is that you are a god of this world. So you are law.
21 it is.
Yeah, 21.
You look back and suddenly you have 15 arrows.
Hold on.
The number could get lower.
Hold on. I even wrote in my notes here that before we left the battlefield, I specifically said I went back and I grabbed all my arrows, and you granted that. So technically, I'm at 24.
So we'll go 23 and compromise.
That's crazy.
You also said you shot 4 arrows into the distance, and so you would be at 21, but it's all right.
4
Anyways,
arrows? I never shot 4 arrows. I shot 1.
Going to the after the arrows, I think we've determined he has 23 arrows.
23.
So shows like, you're also giving away our position as well. I don't know if you noticed this, but we're in the belly of a beast, and I don't think we're in charge of anything that's happening.
We also have a campfire,
to do.
And we got a giant dragon thing over there.
Yeah, and
snoring beyond all hell.
Would be
you
out
think
too.
That's not giving away our position?
If it was up to me, the fire would be out too, but Tydox needed it to work. personally, I'm of the opinion we should probably smother it at this point. But you know what? Logically, though, this magic fucking entity that already knows everything probably already knows where we are, so maybe it doesn't matter. But I digress. And Sho just kind of sits down and he continues eating his salt pork, and he's just like, and he's just like, so let's bullshit a little bit. Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Dark now.
Well, I was in charge of finding these items that you guys are looking for, and then I kind of decided I got boring, so I went to find my own path, and well, then I ended up at that bar, and it turned out to be sand. That was really disappointing.
The
to be
high
honest,
priest.
I'm just trying to make my way over to the Dread Bay to go to the Cutthroat Isles.
What's in the Cutthroat Isles?
The king of the pirates.
Pirates? Ooh, that's fun.
All I want to do is just travel the sea, see what adventures are out there, and just have stories to tell in my old age.
I left everything I own in one piece. Sorry.
Show's like, who said that?
That is the name of the pirate king.
Go to sleep, Tydox!
And did his thing just cut out, or did it go to sleep?
He yelled.
So that was just a weird thing. Show is just like, oh, well, that's interesting. I'm surprised the magic man, the head magic man, different than the other magic man, that he is letting you do that. But I guess maybe he didn't put a curse on your heart. And he's like, Show just kind of is like, well, personally, I could never do that. The ships, they just give me kind of the willies, you know, like, ooh, you're kind of stuck in this watery coffin, and anytime if there's, you know, a sea dragon pops up, or if the ocean just is particularly nasty, you just are gone and dead. Nothing ever finds you or sees you ever again. You just sunk to the bottom of a ship for one of those flumps to come and eat your little body.
Oh, that's also a good point.
He's like, but you know, whatever makes you happy, man. I'll get it. Gotta sow those wild oats. And Sho just continues to eat, and I don't think he would just be kind of, I think he would be like actively like listening and things like that, but I think he would just be kind of relaxed, kind of just shooting the shit type of thing.
Sorry, I got distracted. But as you explained your fear of the ship, I told him, yeah, it is a little scary the first time you go at sea and you're traveling on the boat. However, the worst that can happen is your boat sinks out into the middle of the ocean and you just drown. So once you get past that, just keep on going.
I don't like drowning. It feels
hey,
like
you can swim
suffocated.
too. So there you go.
I do know how to swim. I had to learn how to do that pretty early. Captain Brayburn, he wouldn't let us not know how. He paid a lot of money for us, so I guess it makes sense that, you know, he wouldn't want us drowning.
So. You guys are getting paid?
Oh no, I didn't get paid. They paid for me. My parents got the money.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So tell me about your little hometown. Do you miss
town?
It? Do you just travel?
It really wasn't much of a town from where I'm from, and then it was pretty nomadic after that. Captain Braybird always kept us on the road. We just do kind of simple stuff, protecting merchants as they went back and forth, you know, usually Tandariel, sometimes skirmishes on the front line. Same old, another day, as, you know, a militant for hire, right?
No, that's true. I can understand that. So, how'd you meet this group? Was it kind of like me, you just happened to stumble upon the group, or?
No, we murdered a king together. And then I think Sho just kind of pauses, and he's just like, I'm just kidding. But he did die. But I'm not sure. I don't think any of us did it. Maybe Captain Urt did it. We're not really too sure. But essentially, we were all there.
I saw you were fighting yourself back there. And I hope I didn't freak you out when I shot that man in the head right in front of you.
Oh, no. It was just super loud. Like, the loudest thing I've ever heard. Ever.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very loud. Like, yes, please do not fire that again. Thank you.
Hey, you'll enjoy it once it actually takes down a big monster.
Yeah. When that happens, I will salute you, sir.
Also, when you're not in the middle of like a tight corner space.
Yeah. The acoustics in here are amazing.
Acoustics in here are incredible. As you guys continue to talk, though, the fire burns out. You see that the water has begun to rise where you guys are at. Wherever you're sitting, your feet, your butt, all gets wet. As you're sitting.
Looks like the turtle's going for a dive. Oh, maybe we didn't even need a shipwreck to drown. Maybe I'm just gonna drown in here. And Sho just kind of sits up and he's like trying to climb up. And I think he's like thinking about like, I guess, do we wake him up to try? I'm assuming like all of the tents and stuff are getting wet, or is it just like where we are?
I don't know if any of you guys actually built tents. I assume that you guys just had
or built bedrolls or whatever.
Yeah, bedrolls, and you guys they are getting wet if underneath the thing. You still have about 4 hours of your long rest. I'm rolling as things happen, and 2 things have happened so far. I'll just tell you that.
Okay.
Probably
Sho
fine.
kind of turns to Dark now and he's like, "You do know we're in a giant turtle, right?" And then he's just like, "I don't know how you got here, but that's how we got here. Actually, I don't know where I am anyways." And Sho's starting to look around. And he's like, "I assume we're still in the turtle." And then I think he just kind of starts to pack up his shit and try to find higher ground. And I think he's probably done like talking for the night as he's just like, fuck.
Cool.
As I noticed the fire go out, I would want to ask Sho, hey, did you put it out? But just kind of think, there's no way she put it out. There's no way that he managed to figure that one out. So I'm just going to assume that it went out. And now I'm just kind of like thinking, who do I tell this to?
Well, you also have seen the water rise to kind of take the place of the fire.
Okay. So at that
the only
point,
other 2 people. Yeah, I was just saying there's 2 more people that need to take a watch, and you, to get your long rest, do need to take a watch or go to rest at this point.
Sho would go back and he walks over to Jared and he like kind of is hitting him with like not hard but like with his toe, and he's like, "It's time to wake up, Magic Man. It's your turn."
Like, not quite as comfy as I was hoping.
Yeah, no feather beds here, am I right? And as he's sleeping on stones, and then Sho just flops down and probably goes to bed in the water.
It's about like 2-3 inches of water, so it's just enough to be uncomfortable.
So at this point, before I go to bed, I do a turnover with the Magic Man.
You would actually need to wake up Urt to get a full long rest.
Oh, I need to wake up Urt? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go over and I'll be like, "Hey, Arky. I'm kind of like shake him. Arky."
And open my eye at him and be like,
Spider.
I just grab him by the neck. No.
Hey, don't get all upset. It's your turn.
I'd hear him just kind of look at him like, okay, and then I would just get up. I would tell Urky everything that I knew. The light going out, crazy, to everything.
The shadows continually not doing the things that normal shadows do.
Yes, so I would tell that to Urky, and I would want to say that I would also try to tell the Magic Man too, if he's around, because I'm a little confused on if he's around too.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, okay, so you're doing the turnover, but you're not. Yeah, you wouldn't be like doing another watch with him. Is what I was meaning.
Yeah, no, but I, that's what I was saying. I was turnover. Like I'm telling them.
Yeah.
Because Sho obviously doesn't care. He was just focused on eating and doing whatever he needs to do.
Cool.
And then as they both give me the thumbs up, or hoping that they gives me a type of thumbs up, they hate it. All right, it's your problem now.
Perfect. So Urt and Jared, would you guys like to role play? Are you guys gonna sit in silence? Is there anything that you guys want to talk about?
Just several hours of silence of Urt.
Yeah, actually, probably the only thing I would do, like just while I'm sitting, I'm probably not gonna say anything. I'm just kind of observing. I am gonna have my shield out and ready. So I will have my shield out. Did we already have a long rest? And now that we're just finishing
the end of this part, you'll have your long rest.
Okay.
So you won't have your long rest until. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for one more thing to happen on my table of things to happen, and yeah, that'll be kind of the. If you guys want to role play, go ahead and continue role playing. I'll
now, really, the only thing Captain Erd is doing is he listened to the changeover, but he didn't really pay any mind. So Captain Erd's got his shield out and his sword out, and really the only thing Captain Erd is kind of doing is just since it's pretty dark, he's got his little magic crystal ball, and I'm assuming it's probably glowing, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And he's probably just holding it and just kind of with that.
It is ticking, at a consistent beat. Again, you're kind of in the midst of a heartbeat, which is the click of the clock that's been going on. And so the same with Dark Null and everyone else, you guys hear that it's like clicking, especially you guys, if you're going to sit in silence, you guys for sure notice the clicking is pretty fucking loud at this point. It's like something that you're sitting there for like 2 hours just sitting there thinking about it. And the light, the orb is blinking at a very consistent, similar thing. And nothing happens. First time nothing happens.
Jared will dry his clothes off because his entire back is wet from sleeping no longer. He'll do, what is it, prestidigitation.
Yeah. So he dries himself off. He has a completely clean new robe and outfit. Something you notice, Ert, is the shadows that Dark Null had told you had felt like they were coming alive have actually begun to recede. You remember back to what the place looked like beforehand. It was illuminated by some sort of light blue light that you had no idea, that you would have only assumed was magic, and that's what kept this place from being dark. So I think the only weird thing you see now is that, one, you remember, oh wait, this place was illuminated beforehand and now it's gone back to that illuminated state. So some sort of dark shadow, if you will, has now disappeared or retreated deeper into the dungeon.
Okay.
However you want to take that.
I think Captain Erd's just gonna, because everyone's sleeping right now, so he's just gonna, he's like, interesting, and that's it.
Interesting.
All right. So a few hours go by.
As usual, we don't share any information with each other.
I love it. A few hours go by. You guys still have the key of wisdom to insert. You guys all begin to feel like it's about time to wake up. You guys can all roll a long rest. Survive the night, or assumingly what would be the night, because there's no windows or anything to see the outside world. And so, you guys wake up and you guys feel the water has begun. It was about 2 to 3 inches. It's now about 4 to 6 inches by the time that you guys wake up. Again, there is an empty hole to place the key, if you guys will.
Who's got the key right now? I think I have it, don't I?
I believe it is Tydox.
Is Tydox has it?
Or Shell, one of them. Tydox is the one that did that turned it.
Tydox has the key because he grabbed it as we were going down.
Because Shell was like, let's not put it in the magic holding bag this time, because last time it took forever to find it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I think Tydox has it, but...
Okay. So, yeah, Tydox would be in the suit at this point, and I would take an inventory of, the people that are here, and everybody's awake and ready.
We're all at full health, right?
Yep. And you just click long rest on your... D&D Beyond, and it should fix everything for you.
So thank you for the rest. Are we ready to see what happens if we put this key in the hole?
I'm ready.
Anybody have any objections?
That's what he said. Yeah, go for it.
So I think Tydax would go over and like deep breath and kind of like, all right.
I'm probably standing right behind him just while he's putting it in there, just kind of like looking at him.
I would put it. I'm in the suit, so I'm gonna say that I'm in the suit. And I slide it in the hole.
Okay. You slide it in the hole, and then you begin to turn it. You try one way, then you realize that it's counterclockwise, and so you go the other way. And once you turn it, the ground begins to shake, the earth begins to move, the statue begins to rise as the water fills up this place with you. You get to the top part of this place. So you've left the heart down in the middle. The statue is now at the very top. Right at where the edge of the head of the statue goes is the clock. And on the other side of the clock, you see a door.
If anybody has any objections, I think we should head towards that door. How high up do you think that is? Like we would have to climb to it?
It is the same. It's kind of similar to the before how the heart was there. You'd have to like climb up the stairs to the heart or to the thing. Okay. You're there. It's basically so you don't have to climb or do anything.
Oh, okay. So there's still
the only thing that you notice is that the door is shut.
Well, we already turned the key, so might as well open the door. And I think Sho heads on up.
I would go with to investigate the door.
Okay.
Tydax would be behind.
The door, you notice, is very similar to the lectern that you guys were just at before. It has the symbol of power on the door itself. And because you speak Dwarven, I think you're the only one.
I think so, yeah.
Check Dark Null, and I forgot I have 2 new players. You guys don't speak. Okay, so just you're the only one that sees this. It says, "Be aware," and that's all you see in this thing. It looks like it's written in Dwarven blood.
So then, if that's the case, Captain Mert would just go right up to it, and then he would just read it out loud. Be aware, and I'm assuming loud enough that everyone would be able to hear me.
Yep.
Aware of what?
Well, that's not ominous at all.
So
that's all it says, though, right? Is just be aware. Okay.
Yep. And it looks like it. So the rest of it looks like it was there as design. This looks like it was added on later, at some point. And it says be aware, and as you read it out, the door begins to slide open. It opens up like this, and then let me know when you guys walk in, and I'll describe what you see in front of you.
Then I'll probably let me.
You go first.
Is this a dark room or is it like lit up?
It is dark until you walk in, and I'll tell you what happens.
So then I'll probably look to the group and say, because the door just opened up and I was the first one reading it, right? So I'm already closest. Yeah. So I've already got my shield out. I've got my sword out from just waking up, and I'll look back to the group. Follow behind me, but be ready. And then I would obviously go first, and I would probably, unless somebody objects, I'll probably start walking in.
Perfect. All right. And then you guys all follow behind him?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, as you guys walk in, the room is dark, as if the shadows itself have pulled all light out of this place. You can still see in front of you. As you walk in, you see 2 figures in front of you. You see in front of you what appears to be a suit of armor that is on some sort of table. You see in front of that table in that suit of armor. So say it's like I'll show you here in a second, but it's a square It looks like a sarcophagus, and then a suit of armor is laying on top of it. Okay. On the other side of that suit of table, you see a elven man who looks lost and confused. And on the other side of him, you see, or you begin to hear as you walk in, someone chanting a lot of different dwarven phrases. You don't really know magic, so I'm not going to say you do know dwarven. You know that it is dwarven. You don't understand what the language is, though, because it's some sort of ancient magic rune spell, something like that, ritual, if you will. And as the elven man is sitting there, you can tell that his eyes are glossed over. He has no idea what is happening, why he's there, or what he's there. The third man appears to be a dwarven man who's unbelievably hairy. And he's also talking gibberish as he's chanting in this ritual.
What's the third one?
There's a suit of armor.
Oh, it's the third. Okay.
Yeah, and then the second is an elven man, and then the third person is a dwarf. It's been like 6 months, so if you don't remember who the dwarf is, it's I can tell you.
We remember.
Okay.
Well, so then do we recognize him then?
You recognize those two.
I feel like Darknell would like to be like, "Oi, that's the man I was drinking with. That's your buddy."
That is. Darknell recognizes both of these characters for sure.
Then I guess as we're walking in there, I'd be like, Raven and Raven? Is that you guys?
Not Raven.
Baba.
What?
Bubba.
The other dwarf.
The other dwarf.
I don't remember the other dwarf.
Bubba. Yeah, so Bubba, yes.
How could you
see
not?
Bubba?
Puppy?
Yeah, the swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you walk in and you say this, you hear Bubba, oh, now. You go here and sit down right out there, And he's like, everything will be taken care of. As he begins to chant in this dwarven language, you begin to feel magic in this area illuminate the torches. You see this suit of armor in the middle, and then around you see these torches kind of light up this area. It's like a coffin, a sarcophagus of sorts in the middle. And if you guys want to know what's happening, you can roll an Arcana.
Hell yeah.
Well, I was gonna say,
Nat 20 plus 7, 27.
Okay.
I guess
what were you gonna say, Ert?
Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, am I getting any weird feelings from this?
I don't know. Does Ert feel weird about the random chanting?
Yeah.
And,
well, I would feel like
I would say, yeah.
Obviously, I know how to do it.
Ert's out here like, I don't know.
For
Is
the
that
people
a friend
that don't know how to do it,
can
how
I
do you
hit
roll?
him or can I not hit him?
Well, how can I use Divine Sense?
It's in the middle of your.
If he's using
D&D
Arcana,
Beyond.
yeah.
Thank you.
What were you asking, Delta?
How to roll Arcana?
I rolled a 20.
It'll say. So 20, 27.
Nat 20.
13.
Yeah,
I rolled
I
a
know.
13.
13.
I don't know this kind of magic and cleric
I'll
magic.
start low. Show, did you roll Arcana or do you not?
Show's just like, look at that.
I don't know what it is.
I don't give a damn. Comes at me.
Divine Sense, I'll start there. You see an unbelievable amount of abyssal energy. Some sort of insane demonic sense. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Bad stuff is happening. Okay, Ert, you got it?
Got it.
Should not feel good. You feel a little weird about it. I'm not gonna tell you how to feel. I would feel a little weird by this.
Or it's like normal Tuesday, no big deal.
Jared, you feel lots of magic going on in this area that feels
Magical.
very similar but weird, like different to magical that you felt in the past before. the rest of you, Dark Null, you see this magic as something that is transcending godhood. Resurrection magic is what you look. And then Tydox, the next piece of information, it looks like they're trying to send Raven's body into what can amount to what you can only assume is Mimir or Mimir's armor. Some sort of resurrection to send his soul and to use his soul in this suit of armor to transform him. With your nat 20, that's what you find. That Raven is about to get sacrificed on this altar to bring back Mimir. Assumingly, that's probably what you feel.
That's okay. Anybody else say anything?
That's it.
I would try to. I don't know how I would stop it. I mean, my first guess would. I don't know. Are the people he's with? Do we know if they're friendly or not? Or can we just fucking have at him?
As you see the lights have popped up, I will tell you that there's 6 other figures here that look statue-like.
Who's doing the ritual right now? The Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba is.
Mhm.
Who was a friend.
Not Bubba.
I'm gonna do a.
So Urt can hit him, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, also, while everybody I think is like doing their Arcana checks and everything, Shell's just like, Alex fucked up, and he's like just gonna go tackle Bubba, like be like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're chanting some shit? Like, what's going on?"
Perfect.
Oh, I think
Everybody
has a great idea.
I think
they're about to sacrifice your friend.
Everybody roll initiative. And we will get this boss started.
I'm gonna roll to the bathroom real quick after I roll initiative.
Okay?
Do you need me to roll as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Raven, as we get started with initiative, I'll give you a second of roleplay of what will happen.
Okay. I rolled 19. Gotta pee.
You'll probably miss the first round, I'll tell you that. And
That's
then,
fair.
You'll be there.
Beyond is such ass.
Yeah, it is.
It's okay. The real dice are ass too. So.
Oh, I haven't rolled anything lower than a 16 on my real dice, and now I'm like, all right, we'll use the D&D Beyond. I'm feeling good. 9.
You get
Don't trust the
initiative.
computers.
It's whatever. It's just initiative. We'd rather you use it on like actual.
The computers are weighted.
That's right.
Roll the 6.
I'm figuring out what's going on.
Look at Cornchip with his fancy backgrounds.
I had it set up for something
Where's he
completely
now?
different, but then it worked for being sacrificed on an altar.
Is that through a Discord or is that
It's through
OBS?
like the Apple like camera on my Mac.
Oh, okay.
It's like something built into Mac OS.
The only thing I could do with my camera is I can make myself like be beautiful.
Okay, I'm back.
I want to see that.
Hold on. Let me see. I need to remember how to fucking do this. There you go.
I
Makeup.
forgot a character. This is not Ramen.
I can give myself some blush and give myself some lipstick, and I can make myself look natural.
It's not Ramen, but it is a dwarf. All right, 25 or lower. We'll start there. 25 to 20. Anybody there? Show, what'd you get?
21.
Show, perfect. Okay. 20 to 15.
Captain Mert.
What'd you get?
19.
Dang.
10 to 15.
Jared.
Got Jared at 14. Raven, what was yours?
10.
Okay. So
I assume Tylox is last.
Always is good.
No.
5 to 10.
Kill Bill. Ugh.
Tydox, and less than 5. What'd you
I got a
get?
6.
Oh wow. So you are
More or less.
snuck right under there, huh?
Okay, let me write some stuff down real quick.
Just as we're like entering and Tidux figures this out, I would probably yell to Ert and Show and tell it's a sacrifice. They're trying to put him in armor. We need to save him. And look to Darknell and be like, that dwarf is not the friend. I don't think I would acknowledge Jared. I don't think I would have done.
Is he not the dwarf that was part of your party?
Boy, I would agree with you with what's going on. I think I'm gonna try and shoot him with my crossbow.
Did Show tackle him? Because that's what Show was going for.
We start on Show's turn, and then it's their turn. So after. So Show, this is about how far it is. It's like 30 feet. So like everything within here, it's pretty small distance. There is no boxes or squares that we have. You are like 30 feet to the front of the room. So
I don't have out there.
Meaning you have enough movement speed to walk all the way up there. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I think Show would just be like, did a vibe check, and he's like, this is not the vibe. And so he would just like go for it and try to just tackle, like not like to injure Bubba, because he still does see like Bubba as like, oh, he was like friendly before, but just like thinks like more he's like a thrall or something like that. So try to like snap him out of it or something like that.
Okay, I love it. You go to rock him. Will you roll an unarmed strike on it?
Nat 20.
You fuck his shit up. I'm gonna be honest. So you roll 2d4 plus 4 for your first hit. It's automatic.
9 total.
9 total? Yeah, you rock his fucking shit. He's not a very high AC. Would you
high
roll,
AC, you say?
Raven, will you roll a it is a charisma saving throw.
Cool.
7.
7. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. You get advantage, actually.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I don't think it's that much more, though. No, it's worse. It's 5.
Oh, God.
You do get advantage, though.
So roll one more. Yeah, baby.
4.
Oh, no.
You are still charmed, unfortunately. Okay. You do mess the ritual up slightly. You do knock Bubba. Bubba does not seem himself or conscious. He is saying his own phraseology. He looks as if though he's going to continue the ritual regardless. You still have the rest of your turn though.
Okay, I think Shell would like kind of be like, I imagine he's kind of got him like in a headlock, and he's like, they're like kind of wrestling, and he's just like, what you doing, swamp puppy? Like, what's going on? Yeah. And I think he would try to kind of like somehow suss out like what's going on, either like, by giving him a punch to see if he can snap him out of it, or like whatever.
As you get closer to him, could you roll a perception with advantage?
Yeah. Was also a 7, and I have bad perception. So I got a 5 total with advantage.
Wow, great start.
You do see that his eyes are a different color. But that's it. That's all you really kind of recognize. And you're like, that's weird, but I don't get it,
Yeah, so it's just like,
Also put you right up
just
here.
keeps on grappling him like good old time.
It is now the enemy's turn. They're broken up into 4 different parts in this thing. So the first thing that happens is you begin to feel these terracotta soldiers break from their position. They look like they were soldiers that were like attached as like statues. You see that these statues have now become alive. 2 of them come here. The other 2 come here. These ones come about here. And that is their first turn. Then it's Bubba's turn, and Bubba continues the ritual. Okay. Raven, will you take a D4?
Is this like a raised platform with
4.
water?
Yeah. So the water is exactly how it looks. It is like here, all around basically, and it is like a raised platform a little bit. You're kind of in like a pond area. There is like fish and other stuff that you see within it. You got a 4, so take 4 damage.
Could I see the bottom of it? Like if I was to try to jump in the water, would I be able to walk or?
It's about 2 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Potentially, you can. I'll say that Dark Gnaw can for sure go in the water and hide. That is their turn. Okay. Other things happen. You're up.
Right now, show is just. Can I tell if Bubba he's the make or break point with this ritual?
You cannot, in your divine sense, you feel there's all this other abyssal energy that you felt within the same as the wisdom, with the hearts in the chest of many of your friends and people. You feel there's a very large divine, or not divine, abyssal energy above you.
Like directly above, or
directly above you guys.
Okay, but interesting. Then, what I would probably do is, I think it'll reach if I use a command on Bubba. It should reach him, right?
Yep. Everything that you see within you is within 30 feet. So, if your spells or magic, if it doesn't say touch, if it just says within 30 feet.
Yeah. So then, one word creature. It's within 60 feet. So then I want to use command and freeze on Bubba.
Okay. He passed your wisdom save.
Okay. So then it didn't do any shit. And
he rolled a 19.
Oh yeah. Are these? Then if that's the case, I'm probably gonna try and get to show as quickly as possible. And then I see these 2 guys right in front of me, and then I think can I charge and attack or no?
Since the command is an action,
okay.
You only have your bonus action, so you can charge forward, but you would have to wait till the next turn.
Okay, then I think I'm gonna tell. I'll probably tell the group. Look behind me. There's divine energy up top, and we need to stop this ritual. And then I'm probably gonna start charging towards, and I'm gonna charge head on into front of the terracotta soldiers right in front of me.
Perfect.
Like right there.
Sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say if you can move your characters, move your characters. Everything's within 30 feet, so don't have to worry about the boxes. But perfect. Jared, you are up next.
Sure. I guess we're all just left. I guess he's solely off to 2, but we're left to fight the other 2. I might have to try and catch up to Urt. I'll be like, wait, Captain Urt, wait! Because I'm gonna try and catch up to him and give him a magic weapon. I will. Brave Jared will run up. Do try not to hit us this time, Captain Urt. You'll cast
no
magic
guarantees,
weapon.
Yeah.
You cast magic weapon on his weapon. Perfect. So Urt, your weapon gets a +1. So instead of it being a +7, it's +8, and instead of a D8. Or if you're, because I think you said you had your sword and your shield.
I have my shield, yeah. So it's only a D8 plus.
Perfect. I'm gonna also put your shield on so that you have.
I'm going to see. I could use thaumaturgy because magic weapon's a bonus action. The smart idea would be to just attack, but I could try and just use thaumaturgy to cause some tremors.
Cool. You cause some tremors. I'm gonna roll dex save. So terracotta soldiers all pass.
Oh.
Bubba does not. Bubba starts to be shaken awake. I'm going to roll his con save now. You see Bubba begins to stop the ritual. And so, Raven, it's going to be the enemy's turn next, but you snap out of it. Your eyes. Bubba is still tranced, but Raven, you are back.
Oh, bloody hell, what happened here? What? Well, hey guys, what? We went in and now we're all here? What? I don't know who you two are, but good.
What do you mean?
Good?
We were drinking together.
Good show?
I literally gave you meat.
We don't know if they're good or not, but they're gonna help us right now. Ramon's kind of died, and don't worry about that. Don't think about it too much, okay? And
Ramon's died.
Ramon's dead?
Well, that is the worst way to break news to anyone, I'll tell you. But we can have a drink for him later. Let's get this done.
And don't shoot the elf, and don't shoot the magic man. And maybe shoot them later, though. But we'll get there when we get there.
I'll take it the statues.
Don't shoot the magic man later. Don't shoot him now. Don't shoot him later.
Okay.
It's a sacrificial ritual. Raven, get off of the altar.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It is the enemy's turn next. The first thing that happens is the water begins to rise up. So instead of being about 2 feet, it's now about 3 feet. It now covers the land that you guys are on.
Ooh.
Right? Okay, so where Ert and Jared are at, you're in about 6 inches of water. Everybody who's in here now. Okay. The next thing that happens is these 2 terracotta soldiers begin to attack you guys. They did not roll very well, so they missed. And then Raven, you are up. Oh, sorry, show 2.
Me?
No, never mind. They didn't hit you either.
Oh.
Okay.
I forgot there's 2 up there that can hit you.
Question: can I use shape water to push the water like to the sides?
Absolutely.
And kind of just like keep it away from us. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I can't believe you've done this.
Ert was like,
I was about to TKO this whole party right now.
Actually, so I'm on the
Put it around me.
I'm on the table right now. I actually want to. We're able to fight the big dude in the middle?
The big dude in the middle is a suit of armor that is on the ground.
Okay. So.
Assumingly, they've said it to you, but I don't know if you really heard it. Your soul was going to get put inside the suit of armor.
All right.
And if we've learned anything from the last traumatic experience in a dungeon that we had, get away from it, but fuck it up. Don't give it a chance to do anything.
The
bigger the token, the bigger the pain in the ass.
Okay, actually,
it's a fact.
This is a big fucking token.
All right, I'm gonna leave the water alone for right now, then, and then, I am going to show for your grapple. That's saving throw, correct? Or what's your throw for that? All right, then
It's a strength ability, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make you a suffering bastard so that you have an extra D4 roll on a saving throw. So I'm gonna buff you for my turn. So water is still where it's at, normal.
Is that guidance or is that bless?
Sorry, that is resistance.
Oh, resistance.
Yeah.
I imagine like Raven is like still kind of up on top of the altar, and he's just Shell is like holding his head back, and he's just kind of pouring it in his face.
He's just like, "Hey, what up?" And then he just starts like mixing a drink, and he's like, "Y'all gotta get fucked up."
I mean, as far as I know,
out of a blackout, he's still just working.
I just entered the turtle, as far as I know, or entered the first room.
Show's
So-
like, finally, some good fucking drinks.
Is that your turn, Raven?
I'm going to kind of move over to the side here, get away from statues.
Tydox, you were up.
Close one. Yeah. All right. So
Do it.
I don't. All right. You worried me, bud.
Do it.
I'm going to. How big is this platform? You said it's 30 by 30.
Yeah, you're about 30 feet. Yeah. I mean, it's
Okay. Can you
30
hit me
feet
with a?
deep.
Can you hit me with a square that's 20 by 20? Because I gotta draw like a rectangle.
Where do you want to put?
I kind of want to get as many. It wants to be like centralized around the altar, because I was going to use fairy fire.
Nice.
Any creatures in the area, and if the whole thing is sorry, I'll get mine out of there if I know how to do that, which I don't.
FYI, whatever you don't cover, I can cover the other side.
Oh crap.
I don't know how to delete it.
Metagaming. That's crazy.
Yeah, don't do that.
My D&D.
Yeah, in my D&D.
More common than you think.
Delete that. Sorry, I don't know how to delete this out. There we go.
I was unaware.
Is this where you want to move it or keep it? Oh, sorry.
Can we put it? I think I have highlighter now. Yeah. Can we get it like here-ish? So it'll hopefully get the two in front of Urt and the big guy.
Mhm.
Just because there's more enemies on this side of the area.
I'm gonna delete this one that Dark Null had. Dark
No, it's
Null, you can move out of
complicated.
the.
Bad.
Yeah, this is an actual 20 by 20. I measured it. Like that's an actual 20 by 20.
Will you
square
put
that I
it
just
right in
won.
front of? Yeah.
Like right here?
Lower,
Yeah.
lower.
Yep.
That
Right
works
there?
Great. Yeah, it's fine.
I measured. That's actual 20 by 20. So.
Sick. Okay.
So they have to beat a dex save of 15. Otherwise, they're highlighted.
They are highlighted. Those terracotta soldiers. The other guy is not.
The big motherfucker that's a suit of armor that is sitting on a table.
Rolled at
and
19. So,
he rolled. Hang on. Okay. Well, that did not go as planned. Okay. So, and then I am going to move Tydox over here.
perfect. Dark Null, you're up.
Alright. So, I am also going to do Fire Fairy.
Fairy fire.
That's what I said.
Fire, fire.
You draw your own fucking box.
You're a fairy, all right.
Don't worry, I'm doing it in the exact same spot.
Well, the two that are already highlighted, it doesn't double
It's not gonna
the
stack.
advantage on them. It doesn't
Yeah,
stack
so
on it.
I was gonna freaking, oh my god. I was just gonna do the other side, so it's like hope to catch the big guy in the middle and then a little bit of the guys on the other side. Does that make sense?
So you want to go that way up, then?
Let's do
Yeah.
the top part and hopefully get like the two
Yeah,
that show
like
us
that.
next to.
Like
My
that.
man.
You get both of them. Okay. Those two little guys are highlighted. The big guy is also highlighted.
Let's go, baby.
All right. Dark Null. That was your action. What would you like to do next?
So being that this is my first traditional one, actual, said I can attack whatever I want now, right?
Well, you can't because you just use Fairy Fire as an action.
Okay.
But normally, yes.
Okay.
So you get an action, a bonus action, a reaction, and movement every single combat. Round. Every single round, yeah. Each round lasts 6 seconds.
Okay. So I can't do an opportunity attack then?
No. So an opportunity attack is when someone leaves your space, then you can attack them. You get the opportunity to attack them one time.
He did tell you that you could.
Because I thought with cunning, with my
water.
bonus action of cunning action, I can take I can do a. Oh no, it's just dash.
You do a dodge, dash, disengage,
right.
or hide.
Right. Or
With
steady.
your bonus action.
So I can do a steady.
You can.
I would like to do a steady aim at the one that's right in front of Captain Earth.
On the right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
Because that is my clear line of sight, and that ends my turn.
Bubba, shaken up a little bit. He goes next. He had the lowest initiative.
Nice.
He begins to try to wake up, but he doesn't really understand what's happening, and so he casts Entangle.
Oh no.
In the same square as all 3 of you guys. It's a 20-foot square, so you guys need to roll a strength or a dexterity saving throw.
Is that me or them?
Ert, Jared, and Tydox.
You said a strength or
Strength? You can do it athletics. Actually, it's an athletics check. Sorry.
Athletics.
Or strength?
It's a strength saving throw or a dex saving throw first.
All right, well definitely strength because my strongest.
Oh, definitely dex.
Shit.
Shit, I got a 7 on my strength saving.
17.
So you guys
What I
are.
roll.
You rolled on that one.
13. Minus 1, 12.
I got 17.
Jared, you were the only one that passes. The rest of you guys, you feel as your ankles get trapped underneath you. You guys are now restrained. These terracotta soldiers now have advantage on attacking. The ground underneath you, for all 3 of you guys, is now difficult terrain.
Okay.
And that is Bubba's turn. Again, he's still not really all the way there. He thinks he's helping you guys. Maybe.
All
You
that
can't-
heavy armor, Captain Urch. With your legs down.
It is now the entity's turn. Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I technically have interception as a feat. When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage of the target taken by 1d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
You must be wielding a shield or simpler martial weapon.
Your shield is on your chest. I'm going to count that as wielding it.
Okay, because I think the Thunder Gauntlets also count as martial weapons.
They do.
But I don't. Okay, so I can still use that. All right. Since we can move.
The entity itself has gone. The next thing is the suit of armor, which doesn't go. So show you are up.
Let's reach.
Show seeing the terracotta soldiers approach. I think just goes to punch the one on the left side of him. This one.
Perfect.
I
will tell you, they have a very high AC. But they are very brittle.
Rolled a 14.
14 misses.
Okay. I think Sho kind of like goes and he goes for a punch. and he kind of falters in the water, not used to it, kind of sluggish. And as she'll kind of like misses and go past him like on the left, I think he kind of takes a look at the terracotta, and he can like kind of smell it, and I think he has like goes back and he has like a memory of being really young and the terracotta pots and the wheat, and he can remember like moving them like in for the winter, essentially, because they're really like they can become really brittle and crack when things get cold. And I think he just kind of thinks about that in the back of his mind. And I think he realizes though he's not like really close to Urt or anything like that. But he, I think, kind of shouts out, and he's like, "Ice!" Just says ice. And I think then Show goes back in for another punch he's probably gonna invoke rage in that.
Cool. Sweet, that's a good move. Urt, you are up.
How is the ground? Why is it dangerous? What's with the ground?
You are entangled by.
Is it roots?
Like roots, yeah, that have popped up within the water itself, that have now grabbed onto your feet, essentially. And so what has happened is you're restrained, meaning you cannot move.
Can I, ignoring the good advice wholeheartedly, I'm just kidding. Can I?
He's probably like, what is Show talking about?
Yeah, what? I know. Show's like.
Because they're all in water.
No, actually, since this is a perfect spot, Urt wants to use his breath attack.
He says inspiring leader.
Inspiring leader, right? I know. And then can I also kind of aim for my feet too with breath attack while like almost like a sweeping motion, so I can freeze the like to get myself out of the entangles.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you roll a because it's technically an athletics check, so I'll let you roll that with advantage if you can hit. So the DC is a 12 to hit these tangles. So if you roll higher than a 12, you'll get advantage on breaking out of them.
Okay, so I need to roll. Okay, but then you need to do you need to roll I think a Constitution saving throw, right? For my breath attack.
Yeah. And they failed, so you do get now advantage on the breaking.
Okay, so as an action, exhale on 15. Half damage on success. So now you take 2d6 cold damage. And then where's my d6? So 2d6. And then do I get my special? It doesn't count with the special weapon, huh? Because of my breath attack, right?
No.
Okay. So 5 and nice. I did 10 damage. And then so now I roll for an athletics check, right? Or acrobatics? Or athletics, I'm sorry.
Athletics.
Athletics. 6, I don't like that one. 12 plus 4 is 16.
Perfect. So 16 damage, and that's to the terracotta soldiers?
No, I did 10. I rolled 16 to get out of my. That was
you break out of it. So yeah, you broke out of the tangles.
Yeah.
And then the breath weapon you said was.
Did 10 damage.
10 damage to the terracotta soldiers or to the vines?
Oh, that was to the terracotta soldiers.
Perfect. That works. Okay.
Do I need to do damage to the vines?
Nope. These two break in front of you.
By the way, it would. My breath is a 15 cone, so it would hit the statue if it did anything. The statue.
You want that though?
Okay.
The statue in the middle.
Yeah, it would hit it.
Okay. I will say you do want to hit it.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
Okay. Urt, perfect. You blow up. You see that these things they get frozen and they explode. And these terracotta soldiers. Jared, you are up.
All right. Let's see. considering Urt has been helped, and he didn't really need that sword. Hasn't used the sword yet, but I'm sure it'll be helpful.
I will trust, because I can only do
It
one
still
breath
counts.
attack weapon.
Alright. I think I'll just magic missile the terracotta to the right.
Perfect.
I'll use a second
It
level so I get an
automatically
extra
is.
missile.
Perfect. It
Get 2
automatically is.
missiles. Two. One's a 2.
You actually get, should be like 4 darts.
3 glowing darts, and then I get
You
one
get
more
3
for each level.
Yeah, and 1 more for each. So it's 4 total. So you roll damage 4 times.
Okay,
So
first is a
1d4.
2. Second is a 4. Third is a 4. Fourth is a 3. So 2, 4, 4, 3, 13.
13. Perfect. And you see this guy blow up.
Dang.
They have very
No.
high ACs, not very high health, I will tell you that.
Yeah, well, luckily magic does not care.
But AC,
And Magic,
right.
exactly. As I imagine, this does not care about ACs. Makes you really mad and sad, but it's all right.
Now he will bravely retreat over to this turtle. He'll go hang out with this turtle.
Same with the, and that's just a
Oh yeah,
section,
that's
by the
true.
way.
That's right. He's standing in the. Is it an action to leave?
You
Actually-
can walk out because you weren't entangled.
That's right.
However,
Oh, yeah,
it
you
is
made it.
difficult terrain, meaning it is now half of your movement speed. So now you can only walk 15 feet. So you can walk away.
That's right.
Remember, because it's like only 30 feet to get up to the top.
He will. He will lift his feet up really high and just trudge over to the turtle.
I need.
Perfect. Okay, after Jared's turn, the water fills up in the room one more time. You guys are now, instead of it being at your ankles, it is now at your knees. Everybody is now in difficult terrain wherever you are, unless you're in some sort of elevated stance. But everybody is in difficult terrain. The next thing is the terracotta soldiers. They attack you. They hit you very hard for 12 damage. Okay. This other one, Tydox, goes to hit you, and he also hits you barely. Hits 20 out of your 19, which I know.
Dang.
He hits you for 10 damage.
I also have
Yours is half.
interception.
Show. Because you're enraged. Interception. So you can roll a D10 plus 2, right?
Well,
So, because I have, yeah. What is it? Interception
mine
is
D10 plus 2.
mine is 2. Yeah, mine's also D10 plus 2. So then is this one. It's 0, 10, or 0.
0 is 10.
Dang. So
So
I take no
12.
damage.
I blocked 12
Take
points of damage.
No damage.
Dang.
Perfect.
You're welcome. Her part doesn't work this time.
Raven, it is your turn.
Awesome.
All right, with the water rising, Raven grabs the supplies. He's like, well, time to improvise. And you just see him fall into the water, and the water just fills with black. And then all of a sudden, the black is slowly sucked towards the center, and it's like swooped up into a point, and you just see 8 tentacles rise from the water as he pops out as a giant octopus.
Hell yeah.
Yes, dude.
And then wild shape is an action, right? So
Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
okay. But I can still. So with me being a water creature, am I able to kind of move around freely?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You actually can move around double your speed.
Okay. So then I'm going to reposition to fight this guy.
Perfect. me change something real quick. You guys can keep going. The next person who's up is Tydox.
Yeah. How can I break out of these?
Athletics. And what happened with Ert, you can also do. You can try to like punch it or do other things to get out of it quicker or faster.
Stronger, better, faster.
Stronger.
I want to punch this terracotta soldier. Is he roughly within 5 feet? If he attacked me, I attack him? Or is
the terracotta is, yes, roughly within 5 feet of you.
Okay. So I am going to try to swing twice at him, I guess. Yeah, that first one missed, and I hate D&D Beyond.
Perfect.
That dice wasn't much better. I got a solid 5, so I'm just doing nothing.
So you whiff on both of your attacks on the terracotta soldier.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Weak.
Is there anything else you want to try to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna use defensive field. So I'm just gonna give myself 4 temporary HP as a bonus action.
Perfect. Dark Null, you are up.
All right, so the one I had steady aim with is gone. Right.
Yep.
So can my steady aim shape form to another or no?
Nope.
Okay. Ooh, this is tough. I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna break myself free by using my schematars. I'm gonna try and like break one out and try to like cut the hand off whatever's holding me.
What's basically holding you is now the water itself is.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're in difficult terrain.
I missed that.
Yeah,
Well, I can swim, right?
You can swim, yes. It is difficult terrain though, so it cuts your movement in half. So instead of having 30 feet, you now have 15 feet.
How far can I swim if I were to move right now? And would that use up my
about
attack?
half of basically where that giant thing is in the middle. Yeah.
So can I move like right over here?
Yeah.
All right. So first I move way the heck over here, and then what I want to do is I want to aim at this guy and use my crossbow on him.
Perfect.
And then is there something special I can do by using my crossbow?
Sharpshooter. Just the feat that you have that you can basically say, hey, I'm going to take a -5 penalty. That'll give it a +10 attack.
Yeah. Then I choose to do that. Use my sharpshooter feat.
So then roll your to hit, and I will tell you the DC of these are 20. It's their armor.
I rolled a 17. 13 plus 4 is what it was.
13 plus 4 -5, so it'd be 12 is what you would have to hit. So 12 misses.
Okay. Don't I have an advantage with that though? There was something.
If you're hidden, you get advantage. Then you get sneak attack within anybody who's within 5 feet. I think because you're a swashbuckler, your sneak attack actually looks a little different too.
Yeah, so can I do my sneak attack now that I saw that?
You did miss, so when you hit, you get to add on to your sneak attack damage.
Oh.
But yeah, if you have like a bonus action, or if you want to try to hide now within the water, I'll let you roll that.
I would like to hide in the water.
Okay. Yeah, then you can certainly do that. You do automatically hide. You don't need to roll a stealth or anything.
Can I hide right there?
You can't move where you're at, no.
Oh.
But you can hide within you're in water, so you basically just like duck underneath it.
Gotcha. I'm hiding in water.
And as is now Bubba's turn. He's still charmed. So he believes that you guys are the bad guys. He's gonna cast Thunder Wave on.
No, he's not.
Show. You guys, can you roll a Constitution saving throw, Mr. Tydox and Darkmaw?
Good thing I move.
Not show.
Not show.
All right. 16.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I got a 15.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wait.
you and Darknull failed. So you take 14 thunder. And then you take half of that, Tydox, so 7.
So I take 14
Damn.
damage.
Yeah, you take 14 damage. As Bubba still believes that you guys are the bad guys. As he's charmed over. It is now the Dark Entity's turn. Oh. Show, can you roll me a Constitution saving throw? Or, sorry, Charisma saving throw.
Charisma. I got a 6. I don't think using my thing will help. So I'm not gonna use that. So I got a 6.
Show, your body begins to glaze over. You feel a dark shadow begin to possess your body. As the ritual begins again, with a new member whose soul begins to get taken out into the Warforged Titan. As the entity goes, it is now your turn, Show. But because you are possessed, your turn gets skipped basically because you just rolled the Constitution save throw. If it would have came back to your turn, then you would have been able to roll it again. It just
It was a charisma saving throw, though, right? Not
Yeah,
a constitution. Yeah.
Charisma, yeah. So sorry, Show. It is now your turn.
What is the big square in the middle?
Fairy Fire, so you get advantage on attacking those things, pretty much.
Okay. Would I be able to run up to the center platform? Like, it's above water still, isn't it?
Yep.
Can I run up to it and start attacking the center thing?
You sure can, yeah.
Then I would like to do that.
Okay.
And then I guess I don't know how big it is, but I guess would probably just go like right here.
It's massive. It's like Optimus Prime level, like fucking gigantic. It's a gigantic robot.
Then I can be a little spoon.
On this thing. Sure, yeah. You get advantage on attacking it.
Okay.
I'll tell you, its AC is very high.
Okay. So then I will attack it, and then... Well, that one definitely did not hit it. And then... 18 plus... Or 8.
Plus
I think
8. Plus 8, yeah.
18 plus 8.
You do hit
which
it.
is what?
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And then
And
so
you have
I'm
1d8 plus 6.
1d8 plus 6. Okay. Then I will hit it with my Drider Longsword. 1d8 plus 6. And d8 is, I think it's this one. Dice are confusing.
These are confusing.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. 1d8 plus 6. So this is a 5, but I have Savage. So I'm gonna roll this again, see if I can get a little bit better than 5.
Paladin.
Nope, 5 is best. Yes.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna hit it with 5 plus what? What did I say? 5 plus 6? No, yeah, 5
5 plus 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So
5 on
6.
the
So I hit with
dice
10.
plus.
So I hit it for 11 damage. Plus, since I can, I'm probably gonna use what's better, Divine Smite. Oh. You said this is what is this? It's radiant.
Divine is radiant damage. Yes.
I don't know if radiant 2d8. I'm trying to figure out what might do more damage: Wrathful Smite, Thunderous, or Divine.
You do feel that there is a dark entity in this area. I will tell you that, and I don't want to metagame, but radiant damage is very good against abyssal energy.
That's what I was wondering. Is that
like,
Divine Smite?
Like,
Divine.
Yeah.
You
I wanted
already
to
know
just
it's abyssal because you did divine.
But
You
this
did.
guy is not abyssal. There is a dark entity in this area.
Well, wouldn't know that, so
You do. You would know that. You absolutely would know that because I told you at the beginning that the dark entity is above.
Oh yeah.
In the air that you felt divine
which
sense
I did
above
know
you.
that. Okay,
You
yeah.
would know. That's why I'm telling you specifically. You would know that this isn't the divine energy that you sensed earlier.
Okay,
then
I'll probably just attack it regular then, because I want to use my Divine Smite on the actual entity.
Yes.
So then I'll just do 11 damage. So basically, all Ert's gonna do is basically run up directly to this thing and just grab his sword and bring it straight down on top of this thing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
Jared, you are up.
All right.
More magic missiles.
Well, those guys are all gone.
There's still one terracotta soldier and 2 more above you.
There's 2 more up there, but that's kind of far away.
It's within 30 feet. But
Pretty
How
far
lazy
away.
is Jared?
Jared is lazy. Hello.
Jared did not enjoy walking through this water. He's already upset that his feet are wet again.
It's like up to your belly too at this point.
Oh no.
Boy.
I will roll right after you to see how far it rises again, but you guys have been getting shit out of luck. I'm gonna be honest on both the rolls for it.
I could channel. What's the range for Divine Spark? 30 feet. So I don't have to move.
So I don't have to move.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my channel divinities to do Divine Spark.
Perfect. Will you describe your divine spark for me?
I'm gonna take my little cross that I have around my neck and hold it out. Be gone. Be gone, creature.
No.
Out of this place, out of this house.
You do it above you, or sorry, where'd you say you were doing it at? Or at the suit of armor?
Yeah, can I do pseudo armor?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll it with disadvantage as it's technically prone. Didn't matter. I'm sorry. Passed both times. First one was a nat 20, and I was like, all right, let me roll it. And it's a 19, so it's the next one. I was like, oh.
Well, he still takes half damage, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
I was like, hey, let me be fair. Let me roll disadvantage. And then I was like, oh, well.
Well, roll a d8.
D8.
That's a 4.
It is. No, it's just radiant damage. Right?
Yeah, it's 4 plus 5.
9
Rounded down
damage. Though.
half. Yeah, but in half because it's.
Is 4.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
It's a thing.
All damage, good damage.
Okay. The water rises a little bit more. You guys are now about 3.5 feet deep.
Maybe I should have gone to one of those pedestals.
And so
Crazy. Thought.
water has now begun to fill this whole area. The terracotta soldiers are up. They're gonna smack Tydox. They're gonna miss Tydox because he now has a 19, but they do hit show. have
Oh.
connect.
Does
Your interception is too far away at this point.
no,
It's only got to be 5 feet.
correct. Does she have to re-roll her charisma save because she got hit?
She does. You do.
Oh, I
Wait,
just
did I take damage though?
You took 13 points of damage.
My
And I'm
God!
not in range anymore, right? Because I'm charmed, I assume.
You are not raged anymore because you're
Okay, so I
charmed.
take a full 13 damage.
Oof.
And then now I do a charisma saving throw.
These things hit like a fucking truck, I'll be honest. But they are very weak. They just have a really high AC.
I'm gonna go for it. I got 11 plus 2, and I'm gonna use Raven's.
Resistance.
Yeah.
I will tell you what you need to hit on this is you said 11 plus 2, you need 2 or higher.
Oh, I did it. I got a 3. So I got 11
So,
plus 2
perfect.
plus 3.
You are no longer charmed.
Nice.
She did it.
There we go.
Good call with that, Ravens.
Raven, you
glad
are
to have
now
me
top.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I am gonna try to use my tentacles and smack the crap out of this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
And he's in the zone, so it's with advantage. For,
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Got him.
And then it is for 11
You get
damage.
You get 4d6 plus 3 at this point, actually. I don't know if you
4d6?
get-
So it is 17 damage.
God damn!
So 17 absolutely blows this thing out.
So yeah, I literally wrapped all 8 tentacles
yeah.
around and just cracked it to
Blow 'em up.
pieces.
Yeah. Perfect. You don't have a bonus action, but that's it.
You
Yeah,
can
I'm
move.
just gonna I'm gonna
You can move.
reposition.
You have free
around,
space. Yeah, I was saying you have free space wherever you want to go.
Reposition around to help show.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
The next person up is Tydox.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to get free of this. So, with the water rising, I'm kind of panicked that my feet are stuck. So, you said I'd have to like punch the vines holding my feet?
Yeah. Or you can use an athletics to break out of it. To punch it would give your athletics an advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
just yeah.
I'm gonna punch it first because Tydox is not athletics. So, okay. So 13, 21 to
13
hit.
passes. It
Okay.
passes. Yeah. So
Sweet.
or it's a 12
Wait,
to
no,
hit,
no.
so you now get advantage with
Okay.
athletics. It's a
Okay,
12
so
or,
now
it's a 12 or higher is what you need to hit on this athletics.
To
You
hit
get
it. Okay,
advantage.
perfect. So now I can roll athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that was 11.
You do get
Here's one.
advantage.
Yep, here's one more. What is it? Okay, an 18 minus 1,
18.
17. So I
Yep.
did get it, right?
Yep. So you break out of it. Yep.
Break out.
And I'll say that that's your free action movement, so you could still attack if you want.
Oh, okay.
Or use an action, rather.
Or use action.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to punch the guy again. Just fucking send it. So, one attack definitely missed.
The Terracotta soldier.
You're
The
attacking
other
the terracotta or the
is-
big?
No,
Or
the
full
terracotta.
Okay.
Terracotta. So, 18 plus 7. You said he had an AC of 20.
18 plus 7, you do hit. Yeah.
So I hit him.
Does have a 20.
All right. So we're gonna do 1d8. So I only hit him with 1, but it's fine.
And-
It's fine.
You hit him for 1 damage? Or, oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm
you-
sorry. I just need 1d8 plus 5. So 6, 11 damage.
11
And
blows
it's-
this thing up.
Hell yeah!
So
Got
you
that.
explode this terracotta up. Perfect.
Imagine if these Terracotta soldiers had a yacht on them,
They did.
just
did.
walking around, just, you know.
perfect timing because it's now Dark Null's turn. And he just got back.
Ooh, let me tell you, I'm fighting my own battles.
I think as we're fighting this,
Got a soldier in the
I would yell to Ert and be like, Ert. Is that
There's only two.
is
of them
that armor making the charms? Is that trying to take over our friends?
I don't know.
He has no idea.
I'm attacking it. I have no idea.
We need to find out what's trying to take over our friends.
I'm gonna destroy this thing before it hurts anyone else. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. Does Captain Mert know? I don't know. Ert's gonna put the smack down on this armor. That's Lane.
Ert doesn't know he acts.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Dark Null, you are up.
Shell's territory.
On the
Yeah. Back up.
on this Night Shark that's next to the octopus right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a crossbow shot at him.
Cool. And you get advantage on it because they're in fairy fire.
Yep. So can
Yeah,
I
boy.
do the my feat and still roll advantage with that feat?
Yep.
All right. So I would like to do that.
And then you just roll
My
2.
hit.
Yeah,
So I rolled a 13 for the first one.
that misses.
And then for the second one, I rolled a 6. God damn.
So you see 2 crossbows dink off this,
Ding ding.
body. They bounce out this terracotta. Then your bonus action.
My bonus action, I will do a hide, and I'm gonna hide back in the water.
Cool.
Ding ding.
Bubba. So you guys are asking what happens to the entity, or what the entity was. You see Bubba begin to, he's beginning to think he's been charmed this whole time. You see him pull out a knife, stab himself in the chest, and you see his soul leave his body, emerge with the top of the room, basically comes down, sucks it up, pulls it out of him, and you see that the shadow fills into this Warforged Titan. And Bubba dies.
No.
See a Ranman part 2 again.
No.
You also see this Warforge has now become active. He's been on the ground this whole time. And Ert, I'm going to need you to roll a dex saving throw because you're on top of him.
Yes.
You know you're a power bottom. What are you doing up there?
Big stupid lizard. Damn. I got 12.
You are prone.
Wait.
As
Does fairy fire do anything for me or no?
no.
Okay.
It does give him advantage on attacking him when you go to attack him, but he stands up. You see that his body is, you see that it's a suit of armor that now is basically held together by tentacles of some sort. Basically, it's like this armor piece that is like shifted on. You don't see that it's not like a formulated, person. It looks like something's inside it now controlling this like shadow. It's like a shadow monster who's now controlling this Warforge entity, and assumingly the next part of the fight is killing this thing along with what's inside, which may or may not have 2 different health bars.
We don't see anything near the top of the room anymore.
No, the darkness that was up at the top is now the room itself has now begun to light up. The darkness is now all within this suit of armor. Now the suit of armor has now reanimated. It now that it has reanimated, Show, it's your turn. That was its whole turn.
Hey, Show, you take care of this little guy. I'll get the I'll take the big one. He's mine.
He says, blub, blub. Blub, blub.
And yeah.
he does. He's an octopus.
He's like a big octopus, though, right?
He's a fucking big octopus.
Oh, yeah.
So like I'm like imagining like Raven's like tentacles are kind of out and he's trying to talk to me and I'm just like
The bubbles are just going.
He's like you just hold still and I think Show would like wanna use the tentacles like monkey bars to like get some momentum going and he wants to push the terracotta soldier more so like kick him into the altar behind him to hopefully crack him open.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Like a fucking
23.
23 hits.
Oh my god.
And then... 10 damage.
10 damage is enough to you kick him behind you and it hits the ground and fucking explodes as it hits the the altar behind him.
Okay. Now that I want to do something cool, which I'll just say. So instead of Show like dismantling at the tentacle kick, I mean he still would kick him, but instead I would like him to do like when gymnastics are like on the uneven bars and they flip back around, and he goes and he lands like on the altar and then he charges for the big guy on the table.
Roll me an acrobatics.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you how well that worked.
I got a 11 plus 5, 16.
Like a perfect gymnast. You're in the water, so it's kind of hard to move in general. So you use the momentum. When you ever try to touch the bottom when it's like 10 feet deep or whatever, you go to try to touch the bottom and you shoot up. So you do that to like kick off him and then do a backwards somersault. You land. Everyone gives you a pose. For a small second, you see somebody's like, writes a 10 on it, and it's like, here you go.
I hold all 8 tentacles up.
Yeah, exactly. And you land on the altar, or like here, or here.
On the actual like altar, not the lectern or whatever that is. Yeah.
A lectern.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Show is just going to re-invoke rage.
Perfect. Ert, you're up, big dog. You're prone right now, so you have to take half your movement to stand up.
Yeah.
If you want to attack or do anything.
If you wish.
Which, I probably would. And then, but now since I did divine sense, I can now see that everything is in here, right? And now I see a suit of armor and, I guess, a black figure inside this armor.
Yeah, you see that this armor is reanimated in a weird sense. It's no longer like all put together. It's like spread out. It's Liza P, that green little monster that jumped into the.
Can I attack specific parts?
Yeah.
Like, can I attack the inside of the suit, or do I need?
Yeah, I will tell you that it is the DC to hit it is a lot harder, but if you do hit it, it is better. And you are in Fairy Fire, and they both now count within the Fairy Fire, so you get both of them at advantage to hit this.
Hell yeah.
But the DC to hit it is going to be a lot harder. I'll tell you that.
Unless we break the shell, so I have an idea. Yeah. I'm going to attempt to stab him to go for the black inside of the suit.
Okay.
So then, I guess I don't know if it would make it. Right? I guess that was stabbing motion. And so, 13 plus
8 will not do it.
Well, 21. So I need to get better. Come on, lizard, let's do this. Well, that's not gonna hit it either. So I missed. I get a 7 plus 8, so I was like
15.
Dang.
So you go to hit it. I will give you the chance to hit the armor though, because you missed. But you did get high enough to hit the armor still.
Okay.
So you can attack the armor instead.
If that's the case, then I'll still attack it with regular damage.
Yeah.
And then, so if that's the case, I attack it with 1d8 plus 5 because I still have my shield out, and then 8 is this one. It's actually 1d8 plus 6, right?
Yeah.
1d8 plus 6.
Now, I will tell you, the more that you do damage to this thing, the
5,
lower the AC will go for to hit the thing on the inside.
5 and so 8. I savage attacker. I rolled a 5 and I rolled an 8 on the second one, so I'm going with the 8.
8 plus 6 is 14.
So I just did 14 damage to the
It's
armor.
a suit of armor. Yeah.
Yes.
You have now knocked the AC a little bit.
Okay. And then from there, after Urt did that, Urt's gonna shout out to Show and to Tydox, and basically to everyone, but I'm basically kind of shouting at you guys. If you guys, I just stabbed it, and I bring my sword back and kind of go back into like a shielded position. If you guys can get an opening, I can do a lot of damage to the inside of that thing. And then I just kind of scream that out.
Perfect. Jared, it is now your turn.
Tydox is like the only reason he can hit it is because it's Bubba's soul. It's like if it was a true like enemy, he wouldn't have a chance. But he's like, was once a friend.
Exactly.
All right.
Get advantage.
Jared, that works for you. How high are those little podium things on the little right and the left?
About 4 or 5 feet. I mean, they're still above the water for sure.
All right, Jared does not like being lower. He's gonna climb over into there.
Cool. It takes about 10 feet to climb up, so I mean you're still good because it's not that far. So you can definitely climb up and.
Yep. Aha.
And you're no longer in difficult terrain.
I guess it doesn't. As soon as I get off it, I'm once again in difficult terrain.
But you're a magic user, right?
But at least I'm not wet.
Yeah, you can wring out your robes now.
Yeah,
Just like I ain't going.
Yeah, I'll spend my action to dry my robes. No.
Prestidigitation
of
the ropes.
Here, let's try and be useful. I will use my last 2nd level spell slot on magic missile.
Cool. I will say you can actually aim directly inside this thing.
Because it's magic.
Because it's magic missile.
Oh.
I'm standing at higher ground.
I have the high ground.
Let's aim for the fleshy bits.
Perfect. And it automatically hits. So.
A 4, 2, and 9, 13.
13 damage.
Yep.
Fun.
I see how this could be a very strong spell.
I'll say it's very close to doing more fun things.
I'm sure that's a good. You mean that in a good way.
Is that all that you can do, Jared?
I don't have a lot of. I mean, I guess I could spend a bonus action to give myself shillelagh.
If you plan to melee, for sure. Sounds fun.
But
Is it ukulele?
No, just a normal shillelagh. I won't do it because I don't plan on getting close to anywhere near that thing. Are you kidding me? You see that big hammer or whatever he's holding?
It's like, you guys, this is your thing.
When it gets to its turn, I will tell you what he gets to do.
Is he gonna Iron Man? He's gonna do a big Iron Man beam.
He's a very scary monster. I'll tell you that. Is that the end of your turn, though?
Yeah, it's not my turn.
The water. Okay. There's still one more terracotta, so I'm gonna roll him. Actually.
What? No.
Oh, where is he?
The one behind
that
me.
guy. Yeah, I punched that guy to death.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all
I
dead.
forgot
Yeah.
to delete it. Okay, my bad. So terracotta's dead, but that's all right. Tydox, Darkgnaw, and Raven. You guys are all still in the water, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, the water begins to fill with some sort of miasma. I need you guys to all three roll a Constitution saving throw.
No. Saving throw.
You use octopus stats, Raven. So your con is plus one.
Okay. 13.
Okay.
20, 13, and then what'd you roll, Darkgnaw?
I rolled a 15 on my computer, but also rolled on my iPad because I'm logged in. But the 15 came from my computer. Sorry.
Perfect. 15 is good, man.
On saves.
Okay. You guys take. So who rolled less than a 14?
I did.
I think So you take 14 acid damage. The other 2 take 7.
Jesus.
And you begin to feel this water is acidic.
It's alive.
This water is now alive.
It's alive.
And it reminisces to what killed Ram. You're starting to have flashbacks now. And if you are to go down within this water, assuming that your fate will be the same as Raven's. Raven, your turn.
Okay.
And your health goes down, 52 from.
All right, so
14
I'm
from that.
I'm basing it off the
You do.
octopus then.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will keep track of that. Then I am going to try to swim over and attack this Iron Giant dude.
Cool.
Still with advantage. He's still in the square.
Yep.
20. Well, yeah, 24.
24 hits.
All right, and then so that's 7 damage to the armor, and then So is it technically a creature? Can I grapple it with that hit? Okay, so I basically wrap around him, constrict on him to do the 7 damage, and then he is now grappled.
Perfect.
And that DC escape is 16.
Sick. Tydox, you're up, big dog.
Okay. Can I? Is there like an investigation that we could roll once I start? Like, do I see anything that could stop us from having all of this acid keep rising?
Assuming they kill the boss.
Okay. Well,
there might be some other things. You could definitely roll an investigation. I could tell you some more things that are in the area if you want.
Because
your big assumption right now is I need to kill this thing.
Kill the thing. Yeah. Well, Tedux also sees an altar over there and doesn't know what's on it. I think I'm gonna. Is it an action to roll an investigation?
Nope.
Or is
Free
it a
action.
All right. Go on. Yeah, I'm gonna enroll an investigation.
Investigating in acid.
Yeah. Right. It's 14.
Definitely acid.
14. This water is very
I want
similar.
to like look not necessarily at the acid. I just want to know if there is something in here, a lever, the altar with the spinny thing, a little key, something that will make it so that we stop this.
Where the lectern is, if you want to swim over there, you see that the lectern may have some similar keys and abilities to shift the entire dungeon.
That's a gamble, but yeah, Tydox would definitely try to do that.
Okay, it's half the movement speed because you're underwater and it's driftable terrain.
Okay, so my thought is get here on the podium with the crew and try to take.
If you want to get to the lectern this turn, I'll let you strain your action. If you roll some sort of athletics or acrobatics, just know that if you fail, some consequences could happen. But if you succeed, you can get to the lectern and may be able to shift the water or whatever. So there's high risk, high reward.
I would, especially since those are both -1s to whatever I roll. That's huge.
But this big chonker, you're right in front of this big chonker's attack.
I'm hitting the. Yeah.
But remember, we can intercept each other.
Punch. Don't worry, I've thought about it. But I also know we can't intercept acid damage. So. Fuck. I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna try to with the action, I'm gonna swim up and try to punch the fucking golem guy.
Cool. Raven, I also
advantage.
know we're getting close on time for you too.
Nat 20.
I'm good at
Nat
the
20.
moment.
Cool.
If I get summoned, I'll let you know.
Cool. Nat 20 hits, and I will even give you the opportunity to hit inside, depending on how high your Nat 20 roll is.
It's a 27.
27 does hit within the inside as well, if you would like
Hell
to hit
yeah.
that instead.
I
And you
think,
roll double damage.
I think I will. Yeah. If I can hit the inside, I would like to hit the inside.
Cool. So that's 2d8 plus 5.
2d8? Okay.
Yep, because you crit.
Oh, both. Boom. Yeah. Oh,
Well, you
right.
crit.
Yeah, that's just one fist. Okay. I'm with you. So the first one, 7 and 6 plus.
Plus
is it
5.
2d8 plus 5?
Yeah.
Okay. That's math.
7, 6, 11, 18.
18 damage.
Yeah.
And I have another gauntlet, and I can try to punch again.
Yep. Tydox, right after you hit that, just to get right back into action and to the swing of things, it now gets to use its legendary action. And you see that it uses a what amounts to a basically like a Iron Man energy beam.
I've called it.
That, it's true. It's funny that you called it because I was like, that is exactly what he does. It happens. He pushes all three of you guys off the altar.
So if I hit him, he has disadvantage when hitting. I don't think it matters because it's a cone attack. But
he's also grappled, right?
For you guys, yeah, it's something that is a save.
Yeah.
It's not a.
Oh,
it's
it's a
not a
save?
2-hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys will all roll a dex saving throw.
fuck. And that's
Okay.
before my second punch.
Advantage of those.
Yeah.
It's like a reaction.
It's because it dropped below a certain amount of points that it gets to use this ability.
Everyone on the
I got
table?
You did just enough damage. Yeah, everybody on the table, including the giant octopus.
Plus
I rolled
What,
a
what was the stat?
save.
Dex saving.
Dex? Okay.
I got a 19.
Show, you get to roll it with
Fuck.
advantage because
Yeah.
you're enraged as well.
I did.
I got a
Show,
13.
You survived 13. 15 or lower. Anybody, all three of you guys. All three of you guys get pushed off into the water, and you take 2d6 of acid damage plus
Wait.
5.
We failed?
You passed. Everyone else.
That's 2. I got 16.
He got 16.
Yeah.
That's what I said. 15 or lower.
Yeah. So okay. No, I'm good.
So then
Yeah.
just the 2. You guys get knocked into the water and get acid damage. So it's 2d6 plus 5. It's 9 plus 5.
Do we get knocked
14.
closer to that altar?
You do.
Good sir.
You guys get pushed over this way.
So that breaks the grapple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ert and
just had to
Show,
Yeah.
you guys don't take any damage from that. You resist it. Resist the push format. You are pushed back a little bit, Ert, but you do resist it in this area. You get sort of able to not get knocked into the water.
So how
Okay.
So it basically does like a big, like from its chest, like a big.
It's like
pulse of
kinetic,
water.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
It pushes up like everything away from it at this certain health point. It is now enraged. Its rage does a little bit different than Show's rage. So it doesn't. You don't half its damage. It does more damage though to you guys at this enraged sense. Okay. Pending it hits you, and I'm
did
almost positive it's gonna hit you. It's a +9 to hit. So.
Jesus Lord? How much damage did we take? I'm sorry, from failing and
14.
It should have been 14.
Oh.
Ooh,
do
dark.
I get
Ooh.
No, that's what I'm saying.
The rest of my
Tydox,
turn.
you do get the rest of your turn.
okay? So
Where you, oh, you're all the way in this.
would I have any movement left?
No.
I take fucking.
Might need to start throwing some octa heals.
I know. Fritos, can you heal?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
You cannot use any magic while in your hockey.
So if but I could break out of it if I needed to. Yeah.
You've got 8 hands. That's 8 heals.
Not that this is super relevant to mine.
You can throw 8 potions. That is true. If you...
Are we gonna say my concentration on fairy fire goes down, or do I have to roll for that?
Oh, do roll for that.
Con save. Okay.
It's not really doing you also anything. Need to roll your con saving throw because of the acid damage from the turn before.
Oof.
So roll a con saving throw, both of you guys. You have to hit a 10 or higher.
Oh, I'm about to die.
No. So your fairy fire goes down, which is the top part.
Okay.
And then did you say yours also went down?
Yep. Mine wasn't highlighting anything anyway, so it was mostly his. Sorry for asking to turn in the homework.
Wait, do I need to roll the fairy fire, or only those two need? Right?
No.
Okay.
No, they were the only ones that had the fairy. They were in the fairy
It's just
fire.
their concentration.
Tydox, if you have anything else, you can do that. But if not, then yeah, the rest of your turn is over. And
I'm gonna try to fucking bonus action heal my ass.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give myself fucking 4 temp HP.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Dark Null, you are up.
I'm going to move up to where Jared is.
Perfect.
Hey, climb up to me.
Hey, you better heal me, motherfucker.
I got you.
Alright, so I can't do Fairy Fire anymore, and seeing that's my turn, right?
It is your turn.
Can if you have another spell slot.
I don't think you have another spell slot, but I will do it. I think your Fairy Fire, you only have the one action to use.
Yeah, it says time 1A.
Yeah, well, your Fairy Fire is you don't have spells because you're a rogue, but because of you being a elf and all that stuff, you get one opportunity to use Fairy Fire per long rest.
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, that takes that away. So can I use a sneak attack where I'm at right now, or no? Because he's turned around.
You did come out of hiding. I will say, so since you do have advantage on this attack, you do get sneak attack, yes. Your sneak attack is when if you hit, you get, I think at level 4 it's 2d6, maybe 3d6?
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay, so you would add that on top of your hit roll.
Alright, so I want to use my crossbow heavy and then roll into a sneak attack if I hit.
Yep.
And I rolled a 14.
14 plus anything?
No.
14 plus nothing does not hit.
Alright. So I can only attack once, or can I use whatever I have else that I attack with?
So you only have one attack per action at this level. Next level, you do have 2 actions, or 2 attacks per action. You do have another bonus action. I know right now I kind of just say like, oh, I shot and missed. It sucks,
Yeah,
you know.
I know. All my throws or all my rolls today are not even with me. So my cunning action that I'll take is I'm gonna hide behind.
Jared, perfect. You certainly can hide behind Jared and then
Hides
have
in his robes, his dress.
Okay.
Now
Is
we're
that
just
your
gonna take
turn?
turns hiding behind each other.
It is now the Warforged's turn. It comes over here, and it has a big cleave, so it's going to hit or attack both of you guys.
Wicked, do you have Fire Fairy by any chance?
I do not.
It has 2 attacks. Its first one, it hits with the axe hand. Does 3d8 of damage. Plus 6. So 6. It does 16 damage split between both of you guys. So it does 8 and 8. And then if you want to half yours because you're raged, it'll do 4 to you on its axe. Its hammer then comes down from basically behind it to then slam on top of Ert. And it also hits. It does. Ert, can you roll me a strength saving throw?
Mm-hmm. 12.
It does 21 damage to you on this hammer, and your strength save knocks you completely prone, and you slide into the water.
How much? So 20. Well, I don't know how much damage
You took 21 plus 8 in this turn, so 29 total damage.
Okay, so 29. If that's the case, then I am going to use Turn the Tide.
Okay.
On me. So you said 28?
It would have been technically 21. It's 21 and 8, so 29.
So
you
20.
can split that however you want with your Turn the Tide.
Well, I should be able to do Turn the Tide and Interception, right? Because one's a reaction, one's a divine energy. Can't I do both the same? I can block Show's damage from the axe, and then I can do.
Don't
right?
even worry about.
Don't.
Well, I mean,
Show.
it's free though. Okay,
I mean, it
that's
is
fine.
kind of free though because he doesn't have
Is
anything
it?
else to use his reaction
It's
on.
free. Yeah, might as well, right?
You can do that, yes.
And then, so I'll block the damage, whatever was done to Show, with a what is it, a D8 plus
1d10 plus 2.
1d10 plus 2.
So you might knock off all of Show's health, which would be good.
My
Okay. Oh, or not. I did block
Rolls a
3. Yeah, I did actually.
You blocked some of it.
I did
Blocked
3.
some of it. Yeah.
And then so now, I'm gonna use Turn the Tide, and then I can actually use Turn the. I don't know if Show. Let me see. Turn the Tide is, I think it could be anyone. What?
Just not to, but what is the order of operations? So it was 8 damage. Does the intervention go first and knock it to 3 and then divide by 5, or is it 8 divided by 2 for half, then minus 3? I guess
It'd be that. It'd be 8 minus 3, half to
half.
yeah,
2 or
to
3.
2. It'd be 2 because it's 5. But it's
So I
half
think-
rounded down.
Okay, so I need to do one more minus. Okay.
And so as a
And I
bonus
just saw your Turn the Tide is actually a bonus action. I thought it was a reaction. So you can't actually use that until.
Oh, I can't
your
actually use
turn.
it until next turn. Okay,
Until
that's
your
fine.
turn.
So then, and then you said I'm prone, right?
Yeah, so you are prone
Okay.
and you slide into the water.
How does
Okay.
that work then? So like the acid damage goes around on his next turn, or does it do it now?
It'll be right now. So I'm
Okay.
gonna roll this one more time. It's when you enter into the water at this point.
Gotcha.
And then so that way it's not mentioned. You take another 4 acid damage as you slide into the thing. Remember, if you go down within the water.
Oh, I'm
as
aware.
well. Okay, just so everyone knows what happens when you go into the water. What happens? This thing hits like a fucking truck. I will tell you. It is now Show's turn.
Okay, so Show's at the top of the order, so Ert's
I'm next
like,
after you.
dead in the water.
I'm still alive.
So like you're basically dead in the
I'm
water.
basically dead. I have a 1 point of health.
I saw how much health you had, and I saw what I rolled, and I was just like, "That's
Okay.
crazy."
So Show sees like the axe come down essentially on Ert as he's pushed into the water, and Show goes into just a blind rage at this point. Obviously he's already raging, but it's just he's pissed. So his priority I think Show saw that Tydox's still took damage in his armor from the acid. I think what Sho would want to do is anything possible to get the giant off of the platform and into the asset. So throwing everything at it just to get him down into the water.
We'll say this is a grapple.
Okay.
To then push it 10 feet to get into the water.
Okay.
Is this a creature, by the way?
It is.
Is this considered a creature? Okay.
It's a creature is what's inside it, and then it's a obstruction, which is the mech suit. Shell, I will tell you what to beat. Is a 10 or higher. You push this thing into the acid.
I got a 13 on the roll, so he's pushed.
And that means he takes another 16 points of damage. And not just him, but the acid or the thing inside it. And it does not like that. Perfect. Cool.
Yeah, I think that's it for sure.
Cool. I'm gonna push him into the water.
Okay.
Because this is now where he's at.
I'll put Shell with him too then.
He lives there now.
On top of him.
Okay.
Ert, you're up.
How does? Oh, I mean, first, of course, the action Ert would be to get out. So, would I be able to just kind of run right back on land?
Yep.
And how does using items work?
Depends on what item you want to use and what the thing is. If it's going to take longer than 6 seconds, it normally takes an action. If you were to take like a healing potion or to drink something or to do anything like that, normally that's within 6 seconds, and then you can attack with it outside of that. Is how I play it. Some DMs make it a bonus action to heal, as in like that. I kind of consider drinking a potion free action. So
I have half a healing kit. How does that work? Can I?
That would take a full action
Uh-huh.
to heal yourself. You know, if you want to. So
then
use it to heal yourself. It'd be like you're bandaging in Fortnite. You know, like.
Okay. So is half a healing kit half my health?
Half a healing kit is a certain number of dice. I should know this because I use it all the time in my other. I think it's
because I got it whenever.
Oh, you got it from.
From like 3 or 4 or 5 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Is that from the hospital? From the
hospital. A healing kit. Okay. You can use it to heal yourself back we'll say 1d8 plus, what's your constitution?
3.
So 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
If you want to use the whole half of it, it's 5, so you can do 5d8 plus 3. And you can use up the whole healing kit.
5d8 plus 3?
Yeah. Otherwise, you get 5 uses of this healing kit.
Oh, but it's half a healing kit, so only 3, right?
So normal healing kit is 10.
It's 10.
Oh, okay, so it's
so
half.
you can use this as basically 1d8 plus 3 for yourself and 4 other people, and you just use a fifth of it, or you can use all 5 right now on yourself, heal yourself back up a bunch of health at 5d, 8 plus 3.
Then shit. D8 plus 3. Can I roll until I feel comfortable?
Nope. You gotta make a
no,
decision.
I have to make a decision. Then I'm gonna do so you touch any creature.
Can you do like
then I'm gonna
3
do
of them?
You could say that, yeah. You could say I'm gonna do 3, but you can't be like I'm just gonna roll until
okay. Then I'm gonna use 3 then. I'll use 3 for an action.
So you have 2 left, and it'll be a whole action. So you roll 3d8 plus 3 to heal yourself back up much.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So 2. So plus 5. Heal. 6, 8. No, 6, 9. 9. Heal, and then 5, 3, 8. Okay. So now I'm at 23, and now I can actually use, because bonus action, right, for Channel Divinity?
Yep.
So now I can use Channel Divinity on everyone that has less than half health, which I don't think it might only be shown myself.
And me.
And
Is it-
Dark
and
Norm-
me.
I'm
Okay.
not half health.
I think Tydox is also below half health.
Yeah.
I want to do.
Oh yeah, sorry, I am definitely below half health.
Okay. So that means everyone,
I don't
basically
think
everyone
Show's
can regain.
not. Raven's
So
not.
1, 2.
Well, my octopus is.
That's true.
So then
Yeah, so
I'm gonna do turn the tide as my bonus action then, and heal all of my teammates for 1d6 plus 3.
So roll 1d6 and then plus 3.
Okay,
And that's
1d.
also
Oh, and then okay, that's how much. Okay, I'm the healer. 1d6 plus 3, and everyone gets healed. Oh, 9.
Nice.
Everyone gets healed plus 9.
Man.
All my teammates. Blessed.
Nice.
Blessed the traveler.
Jared, you are up.
Blister.
All right. Well, I feel like you don't need that heal anymore, Darknell. I might. I was going to use my Channel Divinity to heal, but I feel like I should use it to attack now.
We
Wait,
might need this for heal still.
We're gonna use
guys.
it.
How much do I?
9.
9.
Thank you.
You're nice and healthy. You don't need my heals.
Yeah, I'm 23 at 35. I think I'll be okay.
Exactly. So safe, so safe.
Yeah.
Just let me hide behind you.
Got hit with 14 points of damage. in
You're
one
safe
shot.
while that pedestal's above water.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember what happens after Jared's turn.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I know. Plus, I'm sure he has legendary actions. He's only used like one.
I've only used one. There is one more
It's
that
fine.
needs to be used.
Well, I think we should heal a little bit more now.
You do whatever
in
you guys
case.
You
want
do
to
whatever you
Yeah,
want to
well,
Just
do.
it's
in
whatever
case.
Jared is going to do because Jared doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about what us.
I'm gonna attack the guy and then climb on Darknell's shoulders.
Let's go, baby!
Right,
You get
Darknell's quite climbing high.
advantage.
I'll heal Darknell because considering he's probably gonna get poison, get acid damage. Here, have a divine spark. It's healthy. 1d8 plus 5. I just sparked you. Just sparked you directly. Is that my d8? That's my d8. Ooh. 7 plus 5. That's a 12.
12 to Dark? No. Do you feel the energy rush back into you? It's like the jaws of life. You get put back in.
You feel
Like,
2
one
years
deep
younger.
Breath of like, whoo! I just got my breath back, baby.
Is that your turn,
Nah,
Jared, or do you have more?
I don't have a lot of bonus action stuff I can do, so pretty much it.
The water now is above the middle pedestal. It is now at the same height as the lectern is still above water, and where you and Jared are at. Okay.
We're
So
still
these-
safe.
These 7 spots, the middle area is now covered in water.
Mm.
I won't make you roll for it now. Actually, I should, because I'll keep it consistent. Because you are now technically within the water.
But that means I get a whole turn where I can escape it.
You take 10 acid damage.
Jesus! Thank fuck, I healed.
And also, you like got out, and then now you're like back into it. So it's,
I know, right?
Raven, it is your turn now.
All right. The water is still technically water, right? Like it's just water with acid in
It
it.
is technically water, yes.
Okay. Is the mechanism that Tydoc's trying to get to under the water now,
Nope. The
or will it
lectern itself is above water still.
Okay.
This turn.
this turn? So basically, I want to help out Tydox, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn back into Raven, and I'm going to use the water thing, shape water, to basically keep the water off the lectern, and just make sure that Tydox isn't in danger.
Yeah. So as you shift into yourself, you then touch the water for a second. You take half of 5.
Could I move on to the lectern first, and then change back?
And then do it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to avoid the damage.
Yeah. Yep. So then you do that, and then you shape the water around it, and you move it out into a little. I'm gonna put a little square around it again.
Yeah, and you can switch my icons back if you.
I forgot this measure.
So that signifies safe space, right?
Yep, that is now a safe space. I'm gonna get rid of that guy. Did you get rid of Raven, or
I moved him to the side, like top left.
So you added another.
Yeah, double. Double Raven.
Perfect. All right, and this little square signifies a safe space. Okay.
I love safe spaces.
Yeah.
That is your turn, Raven. Tydox, you were up.
Okay, Tydox.
All right, Tydox, figure this thing out.
Right away. And he goes up, and do I have to do an investigation roll? Or you said there was similar mechanisms on it?
Very similar to the thing. Ones? Yeah. So it looks very similar as in the gears. If you shift them, the gears may do something to the world.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell to everybody. It's similar to the other one. If I move some of these, I don't know what'll happen, but it'll probably rotate. Brace yourselves.
I feel like you're about to dunk us into the water, mate.
Maybe. Fucking. Actually. Would it be an action to move these things?
Yes.
Or
wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Just because what will happen when you do it, it's gonna shift the layout.
Okay. Well.
It's like a 50-50 chance probably of it going up or going down.
Or if we get you don't get
But we'll find out together.
Find out together. So
it's time on Dragon Ball Z.
Roll a d4.
Fuck. Okay.
I'll tell you.
How F?
2, 3, 4.
Like little F to big F. Got a 4.
The world moves to the left. It goes like this basically and shifts this whole thing here. Everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Right.
Well,
the water now. I'm gonna draw it here.
Nat 20.
Jesus,
Nat 20. Perfect. Wish I could do different colors.
I also got a nat 20.
Dang.
See this big box right here? This is essentially where all the water is.
I got a 20.
Well, I guess I'll do. Sorry, let me delete that. I'll do the same
the
thing.
cycle we're on.
I'll do the same safe space as. So you guys just assume everything else is bad. So this side is now become the safe spot. Okay.
I got a 14.
14, 15 or lower. You guys are now in the water.
Yay.
2d8 advantage. So you are still technically on this guy. So what did you roll on your dex save throw?
18.
Okay, so you still clamp onto this guy. Everybody takes who is 15 or lower. So the 2 nat 20s, you guys survive.
I got nat 20 as well, by the way.
The 3 nat 20s, you guys survive. Everyone else takes 13 acid damage.
13.
Does it move my character?
Me.
Who failed?
It's just. I think it's just. Okay.
Me fail.
Just Tydox.
Tydox was on the pedestal with me, so
is still holding on to this
also
thing.
failed.
And Jared, Jared, you get tipped over. Okay, you're now on this side of the thing. Dark Null, you stay.
Yeah.
You're still here. Imagine the world is now this way. Okay, can everyone do that? Imagine it's this way. Okay.
So the box is the front of the room.
Yeah, the box is like the top part now, essentially. That's why it's safe
prophecy.
Space. Yeah, it's like prophecy. Okay, so everything that's not in that box is now like basically where you would be like standing up. Essentially, what has happened is it's turned basically this way. You know. Tox, you're still by the lectern, but now you're underwater.
In the water. Okay.
Dark Null, you're up.
I have movement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I can move to the safe part of the lectern.
Yep.
Okay. And shit, man. I'm gonna save my bonus actions because I don't think I'm gonna be attacking. But we'll see. Go ahead. Moving on.
Dark Null, you are up.
All right. Seeing that Jared put his faith in healing me, would it cost me an action to see if I could like to me, or is that like a free action?
To do what?
If I can like pull him up to me, like use like an athletic skill or acrobatic, like try to like pull him toward like up to me.
To pull him would be an action. Yes.
That. Oh, goddamn.
It requires longer than 6 seconds. That's where like the whole action and it would take you more time to like try to pull him up.
Okay. Gotcha. How are you looking on health, buddy?
I mean, that was just falling in was like a third of my health, but I'm still at 26.
Okay. So I gotta take a shot, man. I gotta make your health.
Well, I'm losing feeling in my legs, but go ahead.
Oi. I'm gonna use the pistol. I'm seeing the crossbow is not helping, so I'm gonna try and shoot this thing with my pistol. Use one of my rounds, and I'm gonna roll for it. And I roll a 22.
Nice.
You're also on like this side of the platform now, by the way.
I thought you said I was on the platform. I stay where I'm at.
You're on the platform, but now it's like turned since it's turned.
I still have clear sight. He's in 30
yeah.
feet. I can still. All right, that's whatever. So roll the 20. What did I say? 22. Yep.
23.
Wait, 22. No, 22. 22. I'm not trying. Hold on.
29.
Yep. And then I have to roll the 1d10 plus 4, right?
Yeah. Also,
and that gave me a 7.
Clear. It's also clear this way. This is an open spot, obviously, because of how it turned, you know, that whole area.
Gotcha.
Everything inside the blue is safe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So either way, I rolled a 7 with my damage. So I rolled 22 plus 7, right? Is that the way it works?
Yep.
All right. So what does that do to
29? What was your 29 for sure hits. It hits both, so if you want to.
And then can I use my sneak attack with that one?
Yep.
All right, then I'm doing my sneak attack and doing a 2d6. And that gives me a total of 2.
How much damage total did you do to this thing?
31.
Holy shit.
31 does a fucking ton of damage to this thing.
I'm glad I called that guy.
Is that right? I think he added his...
No. That's,
you had
so my original 22 was 18 plus 4.
But that's to hit, isn't it? Like you hit 22 to hit. Question mark. Or maybe I know he's
Your
a
pistol,
rogue, so I know he can do
your pistol
a
is
lot of damage,
1d10 plus 4. So
Yeah.
what was your to hit? You rolled a d20.
Yeah, that was 22, and then I did the freaking 7 total after that. With
I think
the
he did a
1d10.
7. I think 22 was to hit, and then he did 7 damage.
Gotcha. So the to hit is how much it does.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 7 plus 2. That's what you said for your sneak attack. So 9 damage.
Sorry, not to be like teacher, but I was like, I don't think that was right.
I was like, fuck.
I like the damage numbers though.
One hell of a sneak attack.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how that happened, but fuck. Whatever that did, don't do that again. All right. You did now lower the armor of the inside as well. Same with Urt, same kind of deal when he was attacking it. The more damage is done to the outer shell. Like really, you guys are trying to get into the kill the thing inside. But you've gotten down to the next threshold. The next legendary action though also happens when that thing gets to the next threshold. So it's not there yet, but when the inside thing gets to the next threshold. So Dark Gnaw, what else do you want to do?
You said this blue box I'm in, there's no acid, there's no water, nothing?
Yeah,
Or...
yeah. It's open. The blue space is safe space.
Okay. So if I move right here, that's a pedestal still?
Well, technically, you're now like this way, you know? So now you'd have to like jump up that way basically to get to that. Does that make sense? This is like a 10-foot jump up, like to get up here. Like the world is turned to this side. That's why everything is this way now.
Basically, west on the map is the ceiling.
Yeah.
West on the map is the ceiling. Okay. Oh, so it turns sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, prophecy cube.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna be confused as fuck.
It's hard to make tabletop games 3-dimensional. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. I don't think there's any. Is there anything else I can do? Hold on. Check. Besides just my bonus action, I want to see what else I can do to help the team.
The team.
Nope. The most I can do is dancing lights, and that's not gonna help anybody. So I'm not gonna do that.
Dun dun da 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 dun dun dun. No.
All right, then the most I do is stay where I'm at.
I think dancing light is perfect.
Safe.
Okay. So show you have this thing grappled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you roll me an athletics saving throw or an athletics check? Sorry. Beating an 18.
I got 11.
Okay, so he is no longer grappled. He grabs you and throws you to the other side. And you slam up against this wall. Would you roll a... let me roll.
Oh, this is all we can just like walk through there, or like this area right here.
I mean,
This is all water, yeah.
Okay.
Show you took 14 bludgeoning damage, and if you're raged, still half to 7.
7, okay.
As you slam up against the wall at Mach speed, and then it gets one more attack, and it's gonna try to slam down its big giant hammer onto Dark Gnaw. It does not have a ton of AC, so it's gonna do a lot of damage if it hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It does 16. Your thing is 15, so does 3d8 plus 6.
Did you just kill me?
No, he's rolling right now for damage.
Pretty sure you just killed me.
Nobody can knock you down to 5.
15.
Suddenly he's very, very close.
Good thing Jared killed him.
I
It
like
does
the
15
shared guy.
damage to you.
Yeah.
With a big,
Pretty nice,
gigantic
right?
hammer. Can you roll a
Nice
strength
help.
saving throw as well?
Yes, I can. That's a D20 as well, right?
Yep. It's a d20 plus 2. Are you still up by chance?
I rolled a 19.
19, perfect. You pass the strength saving throw, so you don't go prone, but you get fucking beat to shit with a gigantic hammer.
Oof.
Show, you are now up.
Does that thing take any acid damage?
It's in clear water now because you moved it to the other
Big
thing.
as fuck.
Show,
it again.
speaking of acid damage, because you are thrown into the wall, you took 8 points of acid damage. And acid is not halved.
Not, yeah. Show can't, like, Show has nothing else in his vision except for getting back to this thing, and dragging it basically back down into whatever acid water there is. And if Show goes back into more acid water to do that, he's going to do that. So basically, he's just trying to get like as close to it as he can and trying to like drag him down, essentially.
Cool. Would you roll another athletics? I'll tell you, you need to beat a 16.
I got a 15. Oh wait, no, it's athletics, so it's 21. So yeah.
Nice.
One, you mock speed slam into this thing, tilting it over into this thing. I would say because you beat it by 5 or more, you just tackle him and push him off into this little distance. He's gonna make a save. He's gonna take acid damage for sure. He does grab onto the ledge. He takes 16 points of acid damage.
Nice.
Let's go, Show.
So Show is in a frenzy. So Show is going to if he's like hanging on the ledge, I think Show is just going to like basically like cannonball straight down on top of him, even if it means going into the water with him. So
Yep.
he's gonna go for a second attack.
Perfect.
And so that was only a 5 though.
5
so I guess
misses.
Yeah, so
5 misses. But this thing is not looking good. We'll say it is very close to the last phase. Like, extremely close. You are up.
Out of curiosity, if this thing falls, does it fall like? Because it's hanging on the ledge right now, right?
Yep.
I mean, Captain Urt would want to. I think he could probably run straight down and charge this thing, like almost like a missile with his sword, and come straight down and follow suit.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to do.
And you do risk the run of taking acid damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Is there do I get advantage on anything?
100%.
Okay. Then I'm going
Mock
to.
speeds.
Oh,
This
shit.
sounds awesome. I would say if you do enough damage to get it outside of its last phase, then cool things could happen.
Okay.
You also have a.
I think you do technically have enough damage where you could
Bless.
kill it.
15 plus 8 is
Just enough to hit
okay. Do I hit the weak part or the
inside weak part.
Inside.
Okay. So if I hit it, I'm going to use Divine Smite on it.
Yeah, you are.
I will tell you,
You are.
he has 20 HP left. If you can do 20, you skip the last phase of the boss fight.
We're doing it.
Ern's like, I'm going for 40.
So
I will tell you, if you don't hit 20 damage, the last fight or the phase will hit. Okay?
it's coming with me. All right, it's dying with me if I'm dying. So
I'm standing up for this because this is gonna be cool.
This is high risk, high reward. We're doing this,
High risk,
ladies
high
and
reward.
gent. So right now, I'm basically, or Captain Urge torpedoing this fella. He's jumping straight down from the lectern all the way to. So I'm attacking. That was a 2. We don't like that one, so let's go ahead and re-roll that one. But I like an 8. Okay.
8
So we'll
plus-
do
plus
an
6
8
is 14.
plus 6. So now
Okay.
with my divine smite, I get
need to hit.
2d plus 8.
It should be 2d8 for your
I'm
divine
pretty sure
smite.
it's 2D.
Yeah, 2d8.
Yeah.
2d8.
And you have to hit 6 or the last phase of the fight will happen.
So this is 4 plus 8. No, no,
No,
4.
you roll one more d8. So now you need to
I
hit a
need
2
2.
or
Fuck me.
higher kills this thing.
He's gonna hit a 1, dude.
No, he's
You've got
not.
to be shitting me. I hit a 1.
Oh my god.
I called it. I
Never
freaking
disappoint.
called it.
Wait. When you hit with the melee, you can spend 1 spell slot to deal. Can I expend 2 spell slots? I have 2 spell slots.
Well,
Well, actually, what I
You can
didn't
do
tell
it.
you is that your divine smite is radiant damage,
It's
which
so
is double damage on
isn't it?
this thing. So it didn't matter. Outside of the 14, you had to hit a 3 or higher on both of them. You know,
I still
4,
think we
so-
should all internalize the fact that there's a world where he missed by 1.
There it is. I like said it and I was like, oh wait, that's not actually entirely true. The divine smite's gonna double it, and then I was just like, I won't tell him yet. And then I was just gonna see what it was. But there's no way he doesn't hit a 2 or higher on a D8. And then I was a 1. And so then I was like, oh. So what happened?
So
Well,
basically, what Captain Urt is doing is he sees that Show's putting his entire effort and he's going for it. He's got his shield out, he's got his sword. Captain Urt, he's running, and he's gonna go straight down and he's charging cannonball straight for this thing. He's Captain America thing, and just straight down, he's gonna tackle this thing, and he's bringing this thing with him, and he's tackling that sword straight through the middle. And Captain Urt's grappling this thing, going straight down.
and as you do this, you stab inside it. It balls up with a beam of light. It expunds through the armor and engulfs. It lights up and blows up. You see the room tilt back to its normal phase. All the water drains out of this place. You guys are now left with one little option in this little middle sarcophagus. You see that a lectern pops out, much like you saw in the last 2 trials, with a key sitting on the middle part. You guys are about 5 minutes away from finishing this dungeon if you guys want to carry on.
Just real quick,
Yeah,
did I
it's
take
not
any
gonna
damage from that? Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So you did not take any damage.
Okay.
Nope. You killed the beast. It is dead. This room. You guys can lick your wounds as none of you guys have fallen, but you guys have faced probably your greatest challenge ever as a party.
As soon as that
Congratulations.
thing comes up, I would be Tydox would be going to get the key.
Yeah.
Like, to-
You turn it clockwise and it opens up like normal, like you figured out the rest of them. You have been rewarded with your last key.
You just hear Captain Urt. Ah! I did something.
Dark goes over to Jerry and like pats him on the back. He's like, "Thanks for the save. I would have been cooked if it wasn't for you."
literally.
Perfect.
Always welcome.
Okay. Do you guys leave this room now? The door opens. I mean, everything else, like.
Is there anything
with your victory.
shiny on this thing, since I'm like right up in his guts, that I can
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
grab?
Take the whole thing. Take the helmet.
You
Take
could
the
grab,
hammer.
yeah, like the helmet, the hammer, they're mechanical parts of it for sure, but you can try to wedge some things off of it to try to salvage or have Tydox try
Yeah.
to fix.
I was gonna say Tydox was after we get the key and he goes to congratulate Urt. Be like, that was one hell of a killing blow.
I don't know how much longer we would have been able to deal with that.
Right.
I will tell you, this suit of armor is 30 feet tall. So,
does that mean I can't use this weapon?
You
Smash
can
it in the bag of
certainly,
holding.
you can certainly
Shell
carry stuff.
Shell, I think, probably has like all of his ribs are broken after getting like 4 smocks slammed into a wall, and he is like going around with his bag, and he just holds out the bag of holding to Tydox and is just like, just doesn't even say anything, like, get at it, kid, like.
Grab whatever you want. From this.
I'm gonna grab all of my arrows that I missed. Get them all back in my quiver.
I will say, half of them are probably broken.
Found to the acid.
Yeah, burned up from acid.
Yeah.
Actually, probably all of them are broken. But there was acid water. There's no way that
use them for other crap later.
Okay, well they are all broken.
Three of them. You're fine.
Okay, so what all do you grab from the suit of armor for sure? Tell me what you want and we can do it. You can't use any of the weapons or armor now, but you can possibly use it as material for something else later.
Right. I think if like there are options, the sword, the helmet. I don't think you mentioned it having a shield, but then I would go for like a chest piece if there was like a
chest piece is probably fucking destroyed. I'll be honest, just because of that attack. I will say the things that you have are the helmet, for sure, hammer for sure, and the axe for sure. Those 3 things are in peak enough condition. Maybe some material from it, and I could say probably like 50 pounds worth of metal.
Can I take some of that metal, like scrap, like whatever I can fit on my body?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm taking that.
So I'm gonna say what you guys get is a helmet, a hammer, axe, and 50 pounds worth of. If someone wants to write that down.
Who's got the bag of holding? Tydox, you put that down.
Okay. You can't use the helmet, hammer, or axe as stated as right now because they're just way too big. You may be able to fit the helmet, but again, it fits a 30-foot tall fucking, monstrosity. So, as you guys grab all your stuff, you triumph in your victory. You guys walk out, and you're left with one last key to enter into this thing. Do you place the key in? Do you guys rest up? I will tell you that there's not a boss fight.
It's a regular fight.
I mean, at this rate, I wouldn't. To be honest, I don't think any of us would really be thinking there's anything else. Like, this is it. I would probably just turn the key.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Well, I have the key, so.
Well, I guess whatever Tydox would do.
so no. First, I think I would give like I know he's a paladin, but I'm gonna burn 2 spell slots on Show and Tydox. I'm sorry, it's not Show and Tydox. Show and Urt. So I'm gonna just roll 2d8 to see what you guys get.
For heals?
Yeah. Dang!
Less.
Show you got 8 plus 5, so you got max heals. Dang. I'm sorry. And, you got 4 plus 5, but it was cool.
That's not bad, though. Yeah. I'll take it. 9 works.
So you go
out of your nice gesture, I am going to make a rye whiskey for Tydox. So let me see.
I think it's kind of like a celebratory, like.
Yeah, I just want to point out, Jared needs heals too. My boy got knocked off into acid.
I can't. My legs. I can't feel my legs.
Guy.
Yeah. Jared.
Yeah, they're just good. They're just glad to see Raven back. Like, hey, Raven back.
On the back for Raven, and like.
Yeah.
Hey, man, good job. You
Tydox, you get 16.
Jesus.
Freaking. Bubba killed himself so that the dark entity could come back to life.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bubba, dude.
Well, I was gonna say we would have tried to find something on Bubba, but since everything in this place is acid, we know.
Oh, he burned up.
There's
he did not make it. I'll be honest. His body did not survive.
I would have killed him harder.
Nothing to bury. Not even the bones.
Not even his bones are left. But you guys got redemption also because you killed the thing that actually killed Raymond was the dark spirit inside.
By the way, does somebody want to explain what happened to Raymond? Or Raymond while we're...
Oh yeah, I do kind of need to know that too, for when I make the report to High Priest Joseph.
Also, it'd be really
I
nice
kind of
to know what
assumed he was
he's up
just missing.
to. I don't know. I don't trust this cleric, dude.
Well,
We do either.
there was some water that was following us after some weird shit. And I may or may not have tried to attack the water. And then we may or may not have ended up in some more acid. And you done seen how that acid just ate things up, and well, Raymond, he was a little weak, and he done got ate up too. It was just
Show killed Raymond.
awful to see.
Show killed him.
Well,
The murderer!
I'm not surprised and can never blame Sho for jumping in headfirst into things. So, but I'll miss that donkey herder. And cheers to him. May we see the donkey one day.
Shaw's like looks at the Matterpole and he's like, I'm pretty sure he was a turnip farmer.
He also, you're carrying the bones and the eye
we-
still.
We want to see his skull. It's there.
Well, just out of respect, can I take that eye and as a
think we would.
keepsake?
I think I would have pulled out the eye during this conversation to like be as the memorial, like to pay your last respects to. And if you asked for it, Tadox would have been like, of course.
Well,
Put the eyeball on like a
thank you
glass of
kindly, sir.
whiskey.
And I grab some rope and make a little necklace and hang the eye
Nice.
around my neck.
What a sweet gesture. As you guys finish having your condolences with your thing, the water is still filling up. I mean, this dragon turtle is still going underneath. You assume that the ending of your journey here is close. The last key is all that's left to finish this place.
After all that, I think we would have walked to the place to put the key in, having those conversations, and
Okay.
Tydox would have gotten ready, looked at the group, said, all right.
You
And
turn
Sheva?
it clockwise, this one, and then you see the whole statue fall down. The water begins to, seep into this thing. You see a stairwell that leads all the way down into the statue. One last room within this dungeon, the final resting place of Mimir. I assume you guys start walking down. As you guys walk down, you see Mimir in his state. You see a person basically, bones and all, sitting on a throne of sorts. And you see the last little piece. It says, "Here lies Mimir, the greatest warrior of us all." Anybody with a perception of 14 or higher, a passive perception of 14 or higher, I don't know if there's anybody.
Maybe me.
Raven does, and I think Jared and Dark Dawn both, all three of you. So you guys hear the scuffing of a little critter that is somewhat afraid. In the hands of Mimir are a spear and a shield. Your crystal ball is beeping as hard and as fast as you've ever seen it this whole time. It has been shining. It's gone crazy. It looks like this shield is exactly what you're looking for.
And then I'd grab my magic ball, and if that's the case, then Urt would walk straight up to it with the magic ball. Look, guys, this might be what we need. And then I'll go ahead and grab that shield with my magic crystal ball.
As you get closer, you hear a cry of a whimper, and you notice that there's a pretty large dragon turtle within the dragon turtle.
Oh.
However, this dragon turtle looks doesn't look like it wants to harm you in any way. It kind of looks like it's scared. It kind of looks like a baby.
It's just a baby.
I would go up. I'm with Urt. He gets the shield. I'll take the spear. And we'll stuff it in the bag of holding. And I'm also gonna take Mimir's skull.
Cool. When you grab this, that's actually fucking sick. But you grab Mimir's skull, and you grab the spear. As soon as you grab the spear, it turns into a ring.
A ring?
Mm-hmm.
Like a power.
By the way,
Like
was
a
Lair
ring.
wearing any armor? Anything
Nope.
at all? No, nothing.
No armor. He had a shield, a spear, and then you see a dragon turtle. The spear, as soon as you grab it, turns into a ring. So you can put the ring itself into the bag of holding, but if you want to just put the ring on, I would say it is something that you attune to.
Okay. Is this shield better than the one I have already?
The shield doesn't look like it has any power within it. It looks like it's one of the magic MacGuffins that you have been looking for. It's not something that you can use, or what you've used. You've seen someone try to use one of the magic MacGuffins before, and they poofed out of existence. So
Yeah, let's not do that.
You would certainly try to see what it does, but there may be consequences.
I'm just gonna put it in the bag of holding.
But you know that now you have two
Probably
of
smart.
the 7 MacGuffins. And now there is, all that's left in this room is that dragon turtle baby.
I'm gonna speak to this dragon turtle in Draconic, like "Hello, little one." I
Yeah.
don't know if it's gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try.
It looks at you scared, but it does resonate with the Draconic. It does hear your phrasing. It does look scared. It kind of looks lost. You see around its neck is a whistle.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case, what I'm gonna do is I have some berries in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the berries and I'll pull out to my hand and just slowly kind of walk towards it and said, "Can we help you? We're not enemies. We are friends in Draconic," with berries in my hand.
Will you roll an animal handling with advantage?
It's given
Yeah.
awful, like, hey kid, you want some candy? I got it in my van. Right.
I got it in my van.
This dragon turtle is huge. It looks like it's big enough to hold 6 people, at least, on its back.
19 plus 20.
At least 6 people.
Well, 20 was my best one.
Sorry, I was muted.
20 is perfect. It eats this berry out of your hand, and it nuzzles its little face against your body. It presents its little whistle towards you.
Yeah.
And then I guess, I don't know, can Captain Herb blow a whistle?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it works that way. I guess Captain Herb will give this, he's got like lizard lips, but Captain Herb's gonna scratch this little dragon turtle on the head, and then I guess he said he nuzzled the whistle towards you? Or
Yeah,
toward me?
he presents the whistle to you after he nuzzles you.
I guess I'll give him a little scratchy on the head, and then I'll go ahead and grab the whistle from him, and then blow the whistle.
You blow the whistle, and all of you guys get teleported out of there. And we will continue next time in 2 weeks as we figure out what happens to these people as they have escaped their dungeon. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. See you guys.
Thank you.
Good night.